Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Man, that synth rocks, right? Come on, be real, be real. I've been looking for the right one, and that's it. Now, not only because I can only download one song a day on the free membership, but because that joint rocks, as I said. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. So, congratulations to MK Ultra Slurpees. Love it. Yo, you guys are killing me. 7-Eleven was a part-time job. Dude, you guys are awesome. The feds did 7-Eleven. Yes, so for anybody that doesn't know, I don't know why I wrote this down and I was like, you know what? This is my next t-shirt idea. Okay. I'm going to I'm gonna do a t-shirt, right? And I may even use this actual image. Okay. And I thought it was funny because it's like low key, but once you see what it says, you can never unsee what it says. And I showed it to somebody and they were like, I don't get it. And I was like, well, just say it. And they said it and they're like, Figa Vermint did I'm like, "No, no, 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 no. Don't say it like that. Like, you gotta say it, like, all together, right?" And then they said it and literally, like, said it and still just couldn't get it. So then, I went over to, Out of Battery Live, and I sent them a super chat, and they were like, "Is this Polish? Is this Polish?" I was like, "Dude, what?" And then I sent it to a few other people. None of them knew what it was, but I knew. I knew deep down that I could count on you guys. So, I love that. So, that is, one of the, t-shirt ideas there as well. One of the last pieces that is gonna be, tweaked in there this weekend. And then as I promised, this weekend, the, shop will be up and running, so Detective John Kimball can finally get his flag. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. So first off, let's welcome everyone. We just started. We got 40 people in here already. Let's get it in. So first tonight was Kurt 24. Kurt, congratulations on being first, the unofficial, unpaid producer of the show. And to my guests back there, just hang tight. All right, we'll get through this quickly. I want to go through and greet all the channel members. So please do me a favor, channel members, sound off, and I'll go okay, and I'll go ahead and go through and greet all you guys as we come in and start. So first, of course, was Kurt 24. Congratulations, Kurt. You're always first, at least in my heart. Congrats, brother. We'll do a high five, and we'll also do to Man Against the Masses, who was asking Kurt to delete his first chat. I'll do a high five for you too, brother. Congratulations. Um, congrats on first, Man Against the Masses. I love it. So let's go through and say what's up to all the channel members. We got Kurt 24 in the building, who was also first, of course. We love it. We got Blue Curtain Burner, another channel member. What's up, brother? Great to see you. Tim Hopper, another channel member. Montana, another channel member. John Rice, what's up, brother? Another channel member, of course. Sport Brand, what's cracking? Our favorite mod. Great to see you. Also, another channel member. Live Life, what's up, brother? New Jersey in the house. Man, you're all over the place, bro. I thought it was what you used to say, like Oklahoma in the house or something like that. Arkansas, I don't remember, but it seems like you're traveling a lot, and it gets confusing. Key ASC, what's up, fam? Good to see you, another channel member. Sport Agorizer, my guy, what's up? Another channel member. Let's see, Kurt, John Rice, Sport Brand. Drew, what's up, fam? Great to see you. Also a channel member. Craig, how you get fired on your day off? Great to see you. Also, another channel member. Taco Syndicate, what's up, fam? Another channel member. We got Agorizer, Sport Brand. Mike McClune, the Goon. What's up, brother? Another channel member. Appreciate you coming and hanging out. Let's see, Mike, Agorizer, Sport Brand. Mike McClune. Taco Send a Kit. Key ASC, John Rice. Zanti Misfit, there you are. What up? Another channel member, of course. Great to see you. Let's see, Craig. Craig. That's probably racist. John Rice, Agorizer, Barton Fink. What's up, brother? Another channel member. Great to see you, my guy. Taco Syndicate, Kurt 24. John Doe. What's up, fam? Another channel member, of course. How could we forget? 717 Rider. There you are. I feel like I haven't seen you in the live streams, bro. But you come back and watch them and then comment on them. And hey, I can't get mad at that. So love it. Great to see all y'all. Crack Scout Survival. Great to see you. Tyrone Biggums in the flesh. It's great to see you here. And of course, we got the honorable mentions. We got Ron Bayer. We got JLM. We got M. Gaby, baby. We got my brother in Christ, Damien. What's up, brother? We got JC Neener in the building. What's up, fam? Let's see. Man Against the Masses, of course. DLD After Dark's new job is a manager at 7-Eleven. Yo, I'm not going to lie, bro. That 7-Eleven was a part-time job. Totally. I don't know. I can't even say, bro. I don't know why that is so funny to me, bro. Run Gun, what's up, man? It says Figa Vermint did 9/11. That's what it says. The government did 7-Eleven. That's what it says. Yo, David Michael, bro. Great to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a minute either. Jason Schmidt, what's up, man? Great to see you. And let's see who else we got. Tim Hapa, Scott Depugnificent, what's up, brother? And M. Gaby, baby. And Gerchop. Great to see you, Gerchop. If you are still living, blink twice in the comments. Moose47, what's up, bro? I don't believe that it's really Gerchop anymore because anyone, after I saw people that were duping accounts with the same names, I'm like, bro, I don't believe it. But if you think about it, if there's 10 million John Smiths out there, YouTube isn't going to not allow more John Smiths, right? So it's got, bro, it's crazy. It's easy to dupe an account. And don't like it. Sandwich Chef, the chef of sandwiches. What's up, brother? Princess Kicking Butt. Great to see you. We're getting close to becoming lawful wedded. No, look, the joke is I told Ting Ting like forever ago, if it's like straight boog out there and like shit starts going crazy, then will you please be my boog wife? But so when I joke about that, I guess it's still kind of an inappropriate joke, but also it just means we're getting close to the boog. But you know, Ron Bear, what's up, brother? Good to see you. And I think that's it. Anyone else? If I missed you, then you know, cough. I'm just kidding. No, we love you. Joe Morris, there he is. What's up, brother? And I think that's it. If I missed you, my apologies. The Slurpees get the money, my dudes. Yeah, they are banger. Dude, I haven't had a Slurpee in a minute. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So if you guys hadn't seen recently, there was a another movie that was released by the Manish, I forgot his last name. I'm going to butcher it anyway. But the same dude that did 200. Well, let me bring in my guy here and then we'll talk about it. Everyone, I would like to introduce our guest. Now, if you've ever been anywhere on the internet, it's likely that you've seen an interview that he's been involved with. He has a show where Monday through Thursday they go live and he gets live. I mean, he's got like one of the most famous investigative journalists working with him. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce Flying Rich.
Crowd raise up.
Dude, just seeing you sitting there like this was perfect. Let's see, he said fly rich. Yes. Exercise and freedom. What's up, man? Good to see you.
I gotta meet that guy.
Which one?
Fly Rich.
That'd be cool. D'Souza. Yeah. So interestingly enough, they're at the end of October, actually, the new movie called Police State came out, and this is a movie that had a bunch of people. It was like Minesh D'Souza,
Dinesh
Dinesh
D'Souza.
Yeah, from now on, I'm just gonna name him by the movies that he made, not by his actual name.
Well, he was the guy that was thrown in jail for, I don't know, I think it was over a year because he contributed some money. So there's basically campaign finance regulations are so messed up. It doesn't matter. You did it wrong. You could go to jail. That's now Apparently, I have no idea how he got caught, but he donated too much money to someone. So the normal
What's too much money?
resolution, so there's a maximum amount of money an individual can contribute to a campaign. So
Okay.
he
Oh, it's
maxed out.
10,000, right? 10,000 bucks, something like that.
Oh, yeah, I forget. Like, there's different. Like, if it's a primary, it's different than the general.
Yeah.
So I think he gave money to somebody else, and they contributed. If I recall the story correctly, they put him in jail.
I mean, it's likely that he was just targeted.
Now, the interesting thing is, nobody that has been found guilty of that crime has ever done jail time. Typically, they
No
pay a
one
fine.
like no one
No one ever,
ever.
ever.
Damn. Yikes, that's crazy. Now, was this after he made what was it, 200 mules?
No, 2,000 Mules, and
2,000 mules,
before that
2,000.
was before. So he, I'm trying to think what movie he. Any Dinesh, like if you can watch a Dinesh D'Souza movie, watch it. And of course, you hear me always quoting Dan Bongino.
Yes,
You
we
know,
do.
we're former New Yorkers. I knew the neighborhood he grew up in and stuff like that. There was a camera shop I used to go to in his neighborhood, and we're both now Floridians. Uh, I lived in
Gangster.
Hershey with Captain Winters, Hershey, Pennsylvania.
10
My
millimeters.
dad lived
And
in Palmyra.
does it actually smell like chocolate in Hershey, Pennsylvania? Let's be real.
Depending on the street, but pretty much all of the chocolate production is now in Mexico.
Yeah. Okay, so backing up a little bit. So funny enough, you and I didn't talk about police state at all, right?
No,
And
no, no, we
this is
haven't.
this is not like we haven't even had one conversation around it actually. One, number two, this is not like us, pushing you guys to go see it. It's a conversation about it and about the premise of the movie. And the interesting thing here is that today, of all days, um, it fell in front of me, and I ended up looking into it, watching the trailer. And I don't know. I think if I pull it up on Rumble, I can probably get away with playing the trailer on the stream. I think so. I mean, can you screen share on the device you're on by any chance?
Well, oh no, so I don't have the. I can bring Rumble. Hold on, give me a second.
Take your time. Take your
I gotta
time.
bring up another screen.
Constitutional
I gotta
carpenter.
grab
What's up,
the
bro?
show link.
Yeah, if you could do
Yeah,
so
I could do the share.
with my
I
mic
could do the
system.
Sunny and the share. Yeah, I know. I got you.
Yeah, I have to do it in the mic and it sucks and and all that. Um
Link
okay,
address.
so a couple things. So I ended up watching the trailer today for the first time. I had heard people talking about the movie, but um the reality is the more interesting topic is the fact that we're actually living in a surveillance state and a police state, and Gabriel nailed it. And the closest thing that well, we'll come back to it. Anyway, so I looked up the website and I saw that basically it's once we see the trailer here, you'll get much more of a clear picture of what it is. But I saw that you can actually do a private screening of this movie, and it supports the people that are, uh, making dope based movies for people that are of the same mind of freedom, independence, and liberty, right? And I was like, we may be able to do a private screening if we can get 10 or more people, right? And I was like, okay, well, what if we got myself, John Crump, the tactical turkeys, let's say two of the turkeys, maybe more, it depends, but two of the turkeys, Jay the shooter, and like whatever, a bunch of people that are in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, and we go together to go do a private screening of the movie, Police State. And I thought that'd be a great idea. So I started calling them. And then, not like 2 hours later, Flying Rich calls me. He's like, "Dude, me and my wife just watched Police State." And I was like, "What?" Like, it's crazy that this all happened kinda at the same time, but we're gonna be doing that. And also, I may have just got a
I
second
say
place.
you do a contest, and you fly the winner of the contest out to stay at the dark compound and watch the movie.
Fuck that. I'm not having an internet
Or
stranger
just
stay at
have
my
your new
house.
girlfriend that lives down the street come out with you.
I
Was I not
probably
supposed to talk about that?
I wouldn't say that on a live stream because chances are is that somebody's gonna see it. G23, what's up, man? Uh, Rich Minority Reports. Black Diamond Guns and Gear. The answer is yes. Yes, we do. Absolutely. Good to see you, man. And we may. Oh, in Black Diamond Guns and Gear. My bad. I didn't even respond to you before. We may be doing
Big
a
Josh
Rumble
getting
show
smaller.
tomorrow. We may be doing a Rumble show tomorrow on the DLD After Dark Rumble channel with myself and Josh, Black Diamond Guns and Gear. Maybe just Josh, I don't know, but it'll be Black Diamond Guns and Gear and Dark on DLD After Dark on Rumble exclusively, so we can touch things like this. Just kidding. So we can touch stuff and stuff. Okay, so old internet strange in the crib. Yeah, bro, look, I love y'all, but we're not we're not gonna do that. You may be able to get in at the hotel, down the street, but you ain't staying here. I let Rich stay here. I let Joe, Shooting Gallery New England or Shooting Gallery official, sleep here. I let my neighbor sleep here, if you know what I'm saying. I'm just kidding. No, I did not do that. And yeah, okay, moving along. Anyway, so let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer and we'll get into it.
Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
Chief Division Counsel and DOJ have approved a no-knock breach. We want the subject to be on display, doing the walk of shame, full visual impact. Any questions?
Are we becoming a police state?
Government told American citizens they couldn't go to church on Sunday.
I've never seen anything like it. It may be the Russia other people grew up in, but not my America.
FBI warrant, come to the door now!
There's a heavy banging at my door. Open up! It's 15 marked units on my property. I got SWAT in the back of my house.
They took a battering ram to my door.
6 a.m. I hear boom, 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 and hear about 6 to 8 military-style soldiers, with the tallest one of them pointing an automatic rifle at my head. FBI, we have an arrest warrant!
Shock you out of sleep, drag you out of your house half closed, refuse to give you a warrant, ransack your house.
Now I'm facing 15 years in federal prison for doing nothing other than exercising my right to free speech.
I had no reason to be attacked.
I hope that you remember Matt's name and the role you played in killing him.
How did we give the state this kind of power?
9/11 changed everything. We're going to expand the Bureau from law enforcement to domestic intelligence. Legal shackles are now off.
It used to be Islamic terrorism. That threat is kind of dissipated.
Our focus is shifting.
They're moving to domestic extremism. It really paints anybody who's right of center.
What we need is a person to look at. And then we go find out what crime you did. If you're a pro-life, pro-family Catholic, they define you as radical. The demand for domestic terrorism vastly outstrips the supply. When candidate Trump came down the escalators, the government had a meltdown.
We are going to drain the swamp. We'll see about that.
You take on the intelligence community, they have 6 ways from Sunday at getting back at you.
The Patriot Act and FISA were used against Donald Trump.
Google literally rewrote their news algorithm based upon what Trump was doing so that they could get this guy.
You just take out the word Russiagate and you put in COVID origins. You take out COVID origins and you put in Hunter Biden's laptop. You take that out and you put in January 6th. It's the replicated play from the deep state and their partners in the media.
They're not just deplatforming you. They are trying to throw people in prison.
If they're coming for me, they're coming for you.
Hands on your head! These are anti-government.
We have freedom of religion and freedom of speech.
Violent extremists, and they must be dealt with. We can do anything we want.
Police State. Exclusively in theaters October 23rd and 25th. Tickets sold only on policestatefilm.net.
I find that interesting that it sounded like that audio was playing from a an original Game Boy in 1994, but it. Oh, hold on, you're still muted. Hang on. Boop. Okay, you there?
Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Look, it's an interesting thing. Anytime somebody comes out and makes something like this, there's a few things that that I immediately start thinking of. And you and I talked about this, right? Like, what emotion are you trying to make me feel? Why are you making me, right? Like,
Oh
I
yeah,
have to think
oh
like,
yeah.
okay, is this some type of is there some type of hidden agenda? Is there some, and I think the people that made this film are being genuine, and I think that they're, actually concerned about privacy, freedom, and independence. So I'm not coming from that perspective, but naturally when I see something that makes me think, oh, this could be good. Like the first time I saw Vivek speak, I was like, man, this could be good. And I was like, wait a second.
Right,
I
right.
don't
I
trust
I
it.
don't trust Vivek.
No, no, nope. Too good to be true. Abolish the
If
ATF,
he
abolish
started
the
walking on
FBI.
water, I wouldn't trust him.
Yeah. I'd be like, let me go swim through that shit so I can see what's underneath, because I don't trust it. And look, I'm not trying to shit on anybody, but I think part of the reason that I haven't been Hillary Clinton is because I don't play the whole right and left thing, and I'm not a right wing extremist or whatever. Because some of the things that we've said and some of the stances that I've taken in the past publicly could be considered spicy by some. And look, all jokes aside, the reality is that what they were showcasing in that trailer is absolutely happening, and it's also happening. I mean,
All right,
look at
that
Matt.
I really want to go through bit by bit what they showed you in the trailer, because I almost want to cry right now. You know,
Please don't.
it was pretty rough. But go, you finish your thought on Matt.
No, I mean, I was saying, like, look
Look,
at
Matt
the
Hoover didn't do a
original.
damn thing.
Of course not. We all know
He
that. We all know that to be true. The sad thing, the thing that is honestly like the most gut wrenching, is that the prosecutor and the people on the opposing side, they genuinely believe that he is a bad man that was selling machine gun
I
conversion devices.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I believe that. I don't think people are that dumb.
Yeah.
So look, there are the willful idiots, useful idiots, and there's the masterminds. And it really, like, my father-in-law is a useful idiot. And I love the guy. He's a great guy. But there is, if I contradict NBC, CNN, or any of those, he'll throw me out of the house.
Yeah. They can't
You know,
handle it.
it's you should see my wife trying to talk to her sister. You know, and her sister has blue hair.
Darkest controlled opposition by Leviathan Group. Yeah. You should see the checks.
Yeah, the
I'm
fat
cashing.
checks where.
Yeah, right. Phone books of checks, baby.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
So, all right, the
I'm with you.
guy
I got
that you saw,
family in the same position, by the way. But go ahead.
the old guy that was breaking up, he went to 9/11. 9/11. He went to January 6th. Sorry,
See
January 6th.
Yeah.
He went to January 6th. He watched Trump speak. He walked to the Capitol. And it doesn't say you're on the Capitol property, you're not on the, there's no delineation.
Yeah.
And then he saw people climbing up the side and the scaffolding. He's like, I'm out. Leaves, goes back to New York.
Black Diamond
He
Guns
pops
again.
out his phone at a cafe, you know, like a Starbucks or whatever.
Yeah.
And is showing people like, hey, everybody's walking peacefully, nicely, calmly. Nothing happened. None of this was violence. A homeless man drops dime to the FBI on him.
What?
So the guy didn't go in the Capitol. He touched the grass in front of the Capitol.
And then what happened?
That's it. They raided him at 6 a.m. So he was staying at his sick mother's apartment. Simultaneous raids on his apartment, no knock, on his apartment, in his mom's apartment. They questioned him for like hours in the police car, made sure the TV stations got there. Like perp walked him like at his apartment out of the police car into an ambulance. He had a freaking stroke while they were
What?
doing this.
Like an actual stroke?
Yes.
Bro,
Yes.
Jason, that is the first thing I thought of. A homeless man.
So the black-haired lady, her
There were
nephew hung himself
yeah.
because he walked in, he was in the Capitol for 14 minutes, walked out, and later he was on the FBI wanted list, just like Ray Epps was for 24 hours till they realized, oh, he's one of ours, and pulled him off.
Mm-hmm.
And the kid thought like, hey, I'm going to do a year in jail. I'm studying to be a lawyer. I'm going to teach everybody. Or no, he's like, I'm going to get everybody GEDs. He was studying to be a teacher or something like that. They then said that they were going to do a terrorism enhancement that would put him away for 20 years. He hung himself.
What?
He called everybody, said, I love you. Hung himself.
Damn.
That one of the, I'm not sure which lady, but one of the ladies went to a school board meeting.
Yeah.
They battering ram broke in her door, handcuffed her, and dragged her out and dragged her daughter by her hoodie. I mean, the one guy.
And what county was that in? Did they say what county it was in?
Yeah, I'm not sure. The one guy, they came, pulled him out, questioned him. They had him in custody for I don't know how many hours, and then released him. No bail, no bond, no nothing. And then they came back and charged him, and he got found innocent, and like the judge basically apologized to him. But I'm like, the shit we say here, the shit we say on Rumble, on wherever,
Dude.
Holy cow.
I know it.
I mean, it's got to be like playing bingo with our names on these lists.
This is the, when you think of show me the man and I'll show you the crime, this is exactly what they're talking about.
Well,
all they have to do is identify somebody and comb through all of their shit, and I guarantee you there's something I said, something I did somewhere along the line that could land us in a land someone
just the way they took CRS Firearms, Matt Hoover's statements, and just stitched them together to make it like, they're calling him Machine Gun Hoover in jail. But
yeah,
Matt Hoover was an SOT. He didn't need to F with any of this stuff.
Yeah.
He had no reason to play with cards that could be cut out and made into auto sears for 1962. What is it? SP2, SPA1, bolt. It's like
ones. Yeah. And there's more. I mean, yeah, if somebody were to, use those for, it's a unique combination of things. I'll say that.
Yeah. And no one, not even the ATF, got it to function. They got hammer followed, and if Matt's lawyer asks the correct questions, you can't get hammer follow on an AR round because the primer is hard. It's harder than pistol primers because of the possibility of hammer follow. You would have had to have loaded special ammo with light primers.
Well, not to mention they also completely bored out the lower shelf. They destroyed.
There were a lot of questions that should have been asked that didn't. That device that fired and hammer followed should have been present in the courtroom for inspection.
Yeah, 100%. But they weren't having a case over if it was a machine gun or not. They were having a case over where packages sent out and did he own this business, and did they
Yes,
share in
yes.
revenue?
You're right. You're right. It was, checkers versus chess,
Yep.
and the everybody. In with no disrespect to Matt at all. Every day after the trial, I think we all talked to him, and he's like, "Oh, we got it, we got it." They
Yep.
spent 2 days talking about whether I'm Matt Hoover, whether I have a video,
Yep.
whether it's like, yeah, we admit that's Matt. He had because they knew they had the rest sewn up. All they had to do is give the jury the right instructions, and they knew that a lawyer with crazy skills would have been able to one make sure Matt's trial was in Wisconsin,
Mm-hmm.
because if you don't have the two together, you
Yep.
can't hang them both. You definitely had to have the two tried together simultaneously to hang Matt.
Yeah.
The other thing is there was a lot of evidence that shouldn't have been admitted. There was a lot of evidence that should have been admitted, and there was a lot of objections that, if they were phrased correctly, would have prohibited the defense from being the prosecution from being successful.
Yeah, and basically, like any other, and this, I mean, we're not, for anyone out there listening, we're not talking about actual police. Referring to a police state is governmental overreach. Okay,
Hmm.
so the thing when we're talking about this, the government stages itself, positions itself specifically to win. Right? They don't play within the rules. They write the rules in a way that positions them favorably, and then they play within the confines of the rules that they just wrote, which is or had written, whatever, which is exactly what happened in court, right? Looking at what they were using for sentencing guidelines and for the jury guidelines, and I mean, it was insanity. Like that, it's crazy that you're literally saying the fact of whether this is a crime or not would be, is it a machine gun or not? You're removing that from the table, and like
Hmm.
that is
Hmm.
insane. So it doesn't matter if you did anything wrong or not. They can come after you, no question, no doubt. It doesn't matter whether you did anything wrong or not. It does not matter. Period.
And the process is the punishment. Take the guy that they kicked in his wait. I think this guy walked out. He's like, hey, I don't want to. I don't want a Ruby Ridge situation here. It's like he put his hands out the door first. The whole, and they took him. And his wife's like, hey, where's your warrant? And they're like, we're taking your husband whether we got a warrant or not.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, whoa.
Yes,
Just
they cheat.
in this guy did nothing. There, it's about is, you want to run your mouth? You want to run your mouth against the government, the deep state, all that? You want to make a bet? They're going to march you out, perp walk you in front of your neighbors,
Yep.
and make a fool of you. And they're probably happy there's a movie like this out. So people going, yeah, I kind of like my job. I don't want to get fired. I don't
Yep.
want the neighbors thinking bad of me.
I'm not gonna say shit. I'm not
Just
gonna build guns. I'm not gonna and look what happened to the gun building community over the last year. Sales have plummeted to a point where most companies that sell parts and kits and things like that are
and
on
you
the
know what?
verge of death.
Maybe that was the plan.
I honestly, it's the same thing as the
Maybe
process is the punishment for an
processes of the
individual
punishment. Maybe
because
the
the
plan was like, you know what? This will never stand.
dry them out.
This is going to go down like a Led Zeppelin.
Mhm.
But we could bankrupt the industry while we're doing it.
Yeah.
Cha-ching.
For the year that they're unsure, at least projecting insecurity and uncertainty to the consumers, right? Because how many times have how many times have we done live streams, right? And what do people do? They jump in and they say, "Hey, dude, can you just plainly tell me if braces are good to go or not? Can you just plainly tell me if frames and receivers are good to go or not? Can you tell me about FRTs? Can you?" Because they don't
Yeah.
know and they are scared and nervous and
Right,
hunting,
right.
seeking information.
Or here's this. You know, you don't know when it's going to be legal or not legal again.
Exactly. Which is also the
And there's
goal.
enough. Yeah, it's fear, uncertainty, and distrust. It's what we call FUD: fear, uncertainty, and distrust. That's another tool
Mm,
that is used. It's a marketing tool, technically,
yeah.
to motivate somebody to do or not do something. Is so it, the dude, if you're gonna have a screening of the movie, Terry and I'll fly up.
That's awesome. I would love to have you guys here. That'd be cool as hell.
No, oh, you mean we could stay in your house?
Sure.
Is,
Yeah.
is that what you meant when you said stay here? Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. Just
I mean,
checking.
I didn't say that. But yeah, sure. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'll drop Terry off at Crumpy's house.
There you go. Let's do that. We'll have a boys' night out and have pillow fights and stuff.
Well, actually, yeah, she should get along with Crumpy's wife.
Yeah, they could go get a hotel or something, and then we'll have. So here's the other thing. So I said, Crump, if we're unable to get any of these, you know, excuse me, if we're unable to get any of these bullshit ass libtard theaters to show this movie, could we take the theater in your home and do a private screening there? Like, do you have a way to stream it in your, because he has the projector in the theater room, and he was like, yep. So worst case scenario is that we'd be doing a private screening.
How many
at
seats are in
Crump's
Crump's
house.
theater room? I forget.
What's that?
How many seats are in Crump's theater room?
I think 8, something like that. I think 8 of them.
Is there only 8?
Yeah. I mean,
'Cause
8,
I got a picture of me and Crump in there together.
I think there's 4 up top, 4 on the bottom. But I mean, we can make
Is it?
way more room in there. So Tim Harper says, I saw 80% frames with jigs and all parts for sale today. Hell yeah, freedom. Yeah, he sent me some pictures of him. He met some dude named Highcock45 or something like that.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Apparently he's a influencer. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. He sent me a picture with him and Hickok45 out there.
Where was that?
The one of the Oklahoma gun shows.
Oh yeah. Tulsa, Oklahoma gun shop. Yeah. Wanamaker.
You and Terry could spend time on Dark's huge deck. It's not that big. The
No,
last
not
one
that
was big, but this one's not very big. How cute. Okay, yeah. Did you go to Wanamaker's? I guess I don't know how large that one is, but dude, for people that that haven't been there before, I'll
It's
tell
the
you
biggest
what.
in the country.
So okay, so then Eagle shows the
Oaks, Pennsylvania.
Oaks, that's right. Thank you. Oaks, Pennsylvania. That ish is massive, bro.
It's massive. It's freaking
massive.
Huge.
And
I
you're
think
telling me this
Wanamaker
is
is like
bigger?
5,700 tables.
Damn. Yeah, that's big. Never
So
stop building.
can I read you a joke?
Yeah, hang on. Never stop building. Your constitutional rights don't have to stand up to the government's legalities. Our government's whole purpose for existing is infringing on our natural rights now. And here's the funny thing.
Amen,
I
brother.
said, no, it's 2,000 tables.
Oh, it's 2,000. Wow.
Interesting.
All right. So tell me if I should send this joke to Matt Hoover or not, or whether it's a good idea or bad idea.
And before you read that, I just want to say here's the funny thing about this, Andy Lipsco. Good to see you, by the way, channel member, by the way. Our government's only job is to ensure every single citizen in the United States, their only job is to ensure that our natural rights are not violated. Think about that for a second, okay?
Right.
Think about from the inception of the country to where we are now, right?
Right.
It is absolute insanity. Sorry, Rich, go ahead.
Right. All right. So the joke is an old man lived alone. His only son was in prison. The old man wrote a letter to his son. Dear son, I'm feeling pretty bad because it looks like I won't be able to plant my potato garden this year. I'm just getting too old to be digging up the garden plot. If you were here, all my troubles would be over. I know you would dig the plot for me if you weren't present. Love, Dad." Shortly, the man received this telegram: "For heaven's sake, Dad, don't dig up the plot. That's where I buried the guns." At 4 a.m. the next morning, a dozen FBI agents and local police officers showed up and dug up the entire garden without finding any guns. Confused, the old man wrote a note to his son telling him what happened and asked what to do next. His son's reply: "Go ahead, plant your potatoes. Dad, it's the best I could do for you from here."
So funny thing, from my understanding, that was actually based on a true story of a man that was on death row, and he said that a body that they could not find was under there, and they literally went and dug up the earth in that area. So I don't know. I when I was reading it, it was like a news station was reporting on it. Hold on, I got to pull this up now.
So I got a question. Should I make jokes about digging in the dog park?
Digging in the dog park. I don't
Went to the
get it.
dog park today. Nobody was there. I had a shovel.
I mean, what do you want to dig in the? I don't get it.
Nothing.
Okay. So you buried something at the dog park, and I'm just
No.
okay, hold on. Now, if a bunch of gay TF and FBI show up, then you know that they're watching 100%. Okay. You know,
Do you think they'll sweep the area for cameras first before they dig it up?
probably. They're all watching all the cameras all the time, anyways.
Because the camera I shoved in the tree last week with a solar panel.
An old man lives alone in Idaho. Oh my God. Okay. This can't be real. Okay. Former inmate. Oh my God. Hold on.
He told the penguin joke.
Which penguin joke? I'm not looking right
Where he
now.
blew a seal. He's like, "No, it was
Oh
ice
yeah.
cream." Sometimes people don't get it.
So okay, so I don't know. It may have just been a joke, but man, when I was reading it, I was like, man, I think this might be legit.
All right, do a Jewish joke. What's the object of a Jewish football game?
I don't know.
Get the quarterback.
Oh, dude, yeah, we should not start this right now. That's good though. Okay, so let's move on. I can't find the original one. The original one that I read was reported as if it was like really reporting on something that not win the coin toss. That is good though. That's good. Get the quarterback. Okay, so basically here's kind of how all this coincides. Okay. Now let's go back to the 90s, right? Let's say 90 to 2001, September 12th. If the government wanted to completely change the way that we lived our lives, and if they wanted to be able to surveil anything and everything, listen to anything and everything, something of just a massive magnitude would have to occur for them to be able to change the course of the country forever, right? I'm just gonna say that. So it would be really interesting. I don't want to die and then have you guys
Yeah, well,
mourn my death.
none of us feel suicidal, and we all
Yeah,
want to keep our YouTube channels. So maybe there's crap we can't talk about here.
yeah. That's you know what? But we are going to do a Rumble show tomorrow evening, so maybe I can say stuff on there. They're probably
So
still going to find my ass
do we
anyway.
need to do it like Crowder, where we shut the YouTube stream down and we simulcast on Rumble, and then we say on Rumble what we can't say on YouTube,
and then come back. I think that's kind
and
of a
then come
gimmick,
back.
dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of
you
a
think
gimmick.
so?
I think it's a
You think
gimmick
that?
to push people from YouTube to Rumble. And
Well, of course. That's because that's exactly what I'm like. What the fuck?
yeah, I
What's going on here?
yeah, I think it's kind of a gimmick because they'll literally cut stuff that's not even of any importance at all, and they're
Yes.
like, it's like clear, like, okay, come on, you guys are just trying to push the Rumble thing. But I'm just saying that it's very interesting the way that things had occurred, and then also the event that actually occurred that changed the face of everything, changed TSA, and it allowed everyone involved to get exactly what they wanted. And when there's a reason, if the government has a reason to, when you're looking at security, all those people, all the normies that were sitting there like, well, oh my God, anyone on any corner could be a terrorist, anyone at any time. We need to make sure that our country is safe. We need to band together. And of course, they're going to allow, governmental overreach because they're terrified, even though they're not thinking of the security versus safety. I don't know. I'm just saying that if you back out and look at this shit from like the 1,000-foot view, 30,000-foot view, 100,000-foot view, it's really interesting to back one out even further, from the bird's eye and look like, man, that's the only way that they'd be able to pull this type of shit off. How could they listen to every single phone call in America and in the world? How could they, operate domestically?
So,
Get the
all
CIA to
right.
operate domestically,
Prior to some event on some day,
which they always do anyway.
there was the echelon system, and echelon was so what it is domestic agencies like the FBI just can't wiretap, or CIA can't just wiretap and surveil American citizens, but they outsourced it to the Canadians. So echelon was doing all of the monitoring and then telling the CIA and FBI.
That's interesting. That's almost like us hearing, like when we were talking to Crump, and he was like, I promise you, the CIA does not operate on domestic soil, period.
Correct.
However, they get agencies to run operations and which they're involved with. So nothing is ever on paper about, their, them conducting operations, right? There's always a way, there's always a loophole, there's always something else that they can do to achieve their desired outcome. AI hears everything. Yeah, and it's kind of funny, they don't hear it all correctly. So yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm
All right. Can I tell you, like, first off, the TSA, I got to go to my happy place. I got to, like, go make, I totally have to psych myself up before I go through the screening at TSA.
Dude, I have
to
to
be happy,
pre-medicate.
to make it a joke about it and all that. Because I'll tell you what, how I fly? How I fly is I open the gate to the damn airport. I pull my car into the airport. I close the gate behind me. I go to the hangar. I open the hangar door. I pull my car in next to my airplane. I take my full-size shaving cream and loaded frickin' gun in my pocket. Load it all in the plane. Push the plane out. Close the hangar door. Hit the key on the plane and go.
Yeah.
So when I got to get groped by somebody that was delivering pizza a week ago,
Let's Rich, be kind. They're still delivering pizza on the off hours with DoorDash. So they're a TSA officer and a DoorDashman.
Look at Tim Harper. Monkey Works is a channel that tracks aircraft. There is a British surveillance aircraft running patterns over Southern California. So now the FBI, various agencies, what they'll do is they'll run aircraft and cameras. So when the Baltimore riots were going on, you could look at FlightAware and you could see the different aircraft. And they're registered to companies. It's not FBI.
Yeah. Dude, when what year was it? I think it was January of 2020 when you remember that dude 50 Cal Brandon or whatever in Richmond? There was the huge armed rally, I guess you want to call it, at Richmond, Virginia. Do y'all remember that?
No, no.
No? Dude, this was like the biggest armed sit-in Virginia ever. There were like they say like 30 or so thousand people were there. I don't know, but the streets of Richmond, Virginia were flooded with people that were like in full kit, armed, and their IV-88 was there. It was a huge deal, right? And
You're not talking Lobby Day, are you?
yeah, Sloppy Day.
Oh, Lobby Day. All right, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
familiar with that.
but
Right.
it was when Virginia was trying to pass, I think, HB 951, which was an assault weapons ban, and it was basically like, hey guys, if this passes, like this is exactly what they do when they want to look at passing something nationally. So if you guys want to see something like this
Trial balloon.
in your state, yeah. So I mean, it went far and wide, and there were people from all over the country. And some people just are begging for an opportunity to put on their kit and walk around. But either way, it was a big impact. But anyway, that day, there were some really, really interesting patterns on. Excuse me, I
On
just choked
FlightAware?
when I spit on
So, all right,
FlightAware.
here's how the aerial surveillance works. Is what they're doing is they're recording movement of everybody,
Mm-hmm.
and then if something pops off, they rewind. They play the footage backwards. Like here's where it went boom, and they play it backwards, and they see where you came from, what car you drove, how you got there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they hit all of the surveillance cameras, all the security cameras, etc., in all of the stores.
Run
Whatever,
gun.
public, private, whatever.
Rungun is asking, when did the regulation of carrying a firearm on a plane happen? I don't know when
You're never able to carry a firearm
specifically.
on a plane.
Yeah, I don't think, but it also you weren't
Commercial aircraft, that is.
you weren't exactly like searched when you went on a
You walked
plane.
through the metal detector, went beep, and that was it.
I don't even remember going through metal detectors when
Yeah,
I was a
just the
kid.
just the stupid frame. Yeah.
But I mean, I was a kid, so I guess like you know,
And then
yeah, I don't.
so it used to be what used to be the scam, like at LaGuardia, JFK, and all that bit, is like if they saw this is pre 9/11, if they saw you had a laptop or something like that, anybody could go through security. You could walk somebody to the gate and kiss them goodbye,
Yeah,
which I've tried to do with you a couple of times. But
of course,
so what would happen
it's
is if
normal.
they saw somebody put like a laptop on the conveyor belt, somebody else would get ahead of him and then grab the laptop and steal the laptop.
Mm,
So this is pre when you didn't have to show ID and your boarding pass to go through security. Anybody used to be able to walk through security.
yeah, back when laptops were like
Buku bucks.
crazy expensive well, I guess, I mean, honestly, most laptops are expensive, but you can get a laptop for like a few $100 now.
Well, I mean, look at the Chromebook. I pay
Yeah.
$200-300 for a Chromebook typically.
Yep. Yep. But back in the 50s, Rich. That's funny. I protested in full kit under Obama, didn't really do shit. Walked around with plates and an AR in my state senate. No one really cared before Trump. It's interesting. I don't know if people know this, but every single MLK day is lobby day. And that one lobby day in 2020 made like national freaking ripples all over the country. It was such a big deal. There were memes about it. There were videos all over. There was news, national news there. I mean, it was huge. And people are like, "What's so special about today? What is it about today?" It is every January. It is every single January. MLK Day is always lobby day, and it was just that one. But at the same time, they tried to pass that bullshit anti-assault weapon ban shit. They tried to pass all this crazy shit, but you know what they did do? Here's the crazy thing: they were effective at diminishing our rights even further in the state of Virginia, because guess what? They were able to pass the law of no private transactions. Living in a state that was like in the top, I think, top maybe 15 or 13 of firearm friendly states, that one thing, private transactions changed, and boom, we're number like 34 in firearm freedom in the United States. That one thing. Man, I used to get crazy deals through private transactions all the time. Now, unless you're selling it to an immediate family member, you have to go to an FFL and do a fucking 4473 to trade guns or purchase or sell a gun. Like, that's ridiculous, dude.
So, like, if Crump wanted to sell you a gun, you would have to go to the FFL and do paperwork.
I will neither confirm or deny that Crump and I would have to go to the FFL. No, I of course would never break rules or laws or regulations or restrictions or ordinances or return my library books late. But no, yes, I would never do a private transaction if it were unlawful, of course. So yes, in that case, you would have to go.
Dude, how killer would it be if I had a camera in the tree at the dog park and there are people digging right now?
Dude, that would be hilarious. Which is funny. That's why I was saying, I don't know if you remember this, but when I was doing a show, I was just doing a solo show talking to everybody, right? And then you and Crump like jumped in, and then they were like, "Oh, Dark's got Glock switches and da 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 da." I'm like, "Okay, you guys are joking, right? That's real funny, right?" And it was, I don't know why, but you guys were like laughing hysterically, right? It's not a joke to them. Like,
It's not a joke when they kick in your door.
they could literally kick in my fucking door because of whatever. And I'm like, of course I don't have anything illegal. And look, and here's the funny thing: if you do anything like this, if you put your face out there, if you put yourself out there, and you say the type of things that we do that are considered to be like anti-government propaganda, bro, you're a target. You better make sure your whole shit is completely sanitized,
Sterile.
that there is not one
Sterile.
illegal thing. And guess what? Even when you do completely sanitize every single aspect of your home, they'll search your legal guns and be like, this is, whatever. They'll find something, and then
Oh
the
fuck! I
moment they
realized
find
I
something,
still got 2 machine guns. I didn't bury them all in the dog park.
they
I
will
didn't say
take
that on.
all of your legal guns as well.
Yeah, actually, I have 2 parts kits for Setme's. I have 2 Setme parts kits still.
Nice.
3, actually 3. I forgot 3. Yeah, I've got 2 receivers, 3 parts kits.
I'm gonna subscribe to the BV Luminous way of life. Don't be dumb.
Don't be dumb.
Yeah.
So Tim Harper said something 2 feet past the state line to circumvent Virginia's laws.
There you go. But you're still a
you
Virginia resident.
Yeah, you can't transact firearms in another state, handguns.
Yeah, you can't transact handguns, but you can.
Why is that a thing?
Because they can't make up their mind on what's more lethal, an AR-15 or a handgun. You know why? Here's why, Rich. Here's why. Because in all actuality, when you're dealing with real facts and information, nearly 90% of crimes that occur with firearms are fucking handguns. So they'll enact legislation on shit like that, but for all this bullshit hype they throw out here, they're like, oh, ARs, AR-15s, and semi-automatic and weapons of war, and like, shut.
You mean like my girlfriend, my bowling alley girlfriend?
Yeah, like her. She's actually really attractive, by the way.
She's really cute.
I would say though, even though she's probably like a crazy leftist, she does
She
not.
said she was a righty, but went left.
I don't believe that shit.
She took the blue pill.
She probably ended up smashing some dude that was, um, on the
Going to
left
hookah
side of
bars.
things, and then yeah, dyeing his hair. Yeah. Anyway,
Oh no, is all my top secret information available? Fuck.
yeah, I can see everything, everything. But most people that believe they are, on the left, or these like leftist extremists that, people always talk about, most of them don't actually truly believe their views, or most of them can't like carry a conversation on why they believe the things that they believe. So if you end up in a conversation with somebody like her, it's actually an opportunity. The opportunity is to ask them questions. We always want to like shove shit down their throat and just throw words at them, right? But they're not listening, because while you're saying your words, they're thinking of what they're going to say. So what you have to do is you have to provoke thought, and you have to provoke conversation. What you do is you ask them to explain.
Oh, Barton Fink.
I saw Rich's AARP number back there. I can track him down now. So what you do
That's
is
right. Ask
you,
my other stalker.
yeah, that may be him. Who knows? She's a psyop. Yes, Luan is a psyop. No, I'm kidding. But she's totally smashable though. Okay, so what I'm saying is that when somebody, at any point, if somebody says anything that would, be more on the left or leftist extremist type shit, look, I hate to say shit like that. All right, I hate the whole right and left paradigm. It is so divisive and it is so negative, and so many people that believe they're on the left, they're just being lazy and they're lacking critical thought, and they've never been challenged on their views. The moment that somebody is challenged on their views, they can actually freely think with their own brain and have to like actually have a conversation about what they say they believe. All of a sudden they're like, oh my god, I cannot substantiate my views. The shit that I've been talking about all the time and saying, I'm giving these sound bites out like that, but when somebody asks me about that, and then I answer, and then they ask me another question deeper on it, and I kind of struggle to come up with an answer. Then they ask me another question even deeper on it, and then I'm really reaching for shit. That's when they go home and they look at themselves in the mirror and they're like, holy fuck. You could totally change their mind. So when you run into people like this, do not abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Okay. You can actually use it as an opportunity to provoke thought in somebody else, and
Ooh,
actually
can you
have
play
them
the
take a
video?
few days to think about shit. And they may actually leave thinking completely different and be like, oh my God, maybe freedom is more important than safety and security. I'm just saying, think about it. All I know is right now it's time. You guys know that I am not the guy that is, the YouTuber that asks you to like, subscribe, and share and all that shit. I don't do that because I don't want to insult your intelligence. That if you don't believe that you're having a good time, or having an interesting conversation, or seeing something of value, or getting something from value, that you could make your own fucking decision on if you want to like or subscribe or share or whatever. However, I feel
So you're telling
compelled
them
in
if they're
this.
smart, they'll subscribe, is what you're saying.
If they enjoy it, if I've earned it, right, then you
Mhm.
can choose to subscribe or like the video on your own. However, there are some times where I do ask you to like the video only because I want to stick the middle finger to YouTube, which is literally an octopus arm of the government anyway. But because I want to stick it to YouTube and make a funny. Darkest. Nice. That is good. That is good. Um, And this is one of those moments. I'm going to show you guys something, okay? And this is the only time I'm going to ask you to do shit like the video and this and that, okay? Because when you guys like the video, what YouTube does is it takes that moment that you like the video, and it uses that as the thumbnail, because it believes that was the moment that everyone was engaging the most, so it must be good, right? So now I'm going to do what I should have done a long time ago, and I'm going to hold this up, and I'm going to ask that everyone in here like the video. And if you all like the video in the same moment, then what it's going to do is
Click
it's
like.
going
I just
to,
clicked like.
thank you. If you click like right now while I'm holding this up, then YouTube will take the
That
little
is the thumbnail.
screenshot there and use it as a thumbnail. So please do. Thank you. He's going to show us his deck. There you go. Like the video. Thank you. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There you go.
Can we
I
play like
like
video?
heart. I just like to do that every now and then because look, everyone knows that the world will be a better place when you. There you go. All right, let's go ahead and do this. And if I get a copyright strike from your content, I'm going to be pissed. Go ahead.
A bowling alley with a handgun, and a perpetrator walks in with a military style weapon and a bulletproof vest. There's literally no way you're going to be able to defend yourself. Banning these weapons of war on the street isn't about infringing on you, it's about protecting you.
Challenge accepted, Missy.
So the drill was
very nice
to put
Imagine you're in
around
a bowling alley with a hand
through both the guys' necks, through both the dummies' necks.
Conserving.
And I did that a couple of years ago. So I'm like, ooh, I should put these together. That's perfect.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, Rich, you're too honest. What you have to do is you have to go back and edit it back all the way up to right before you break the shot. That way it looks like you're super Instagram fast, right?
Yeah. I'm like the Instagram cowboy.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, if I probably should do that. Like when I'm doing like shooting videos and stuff, like I was doing the barricade drill where, dude, this barricade drill, you're basically practicing like what it would be like if you had to get down on the ground and shoot a target that's standing out past and you're shooting under the car to hit them in their torso. Contorting yourself in that position is not something that is natural at all, but there's a way to do it. And if you don't train how to do it, then how are you going to know to do it if that's your only option, right? So we literally, if you get down on your knee, if you get down on your knees and you set your rifle down pointing in the direction of the target, okay? Do this when you don't have bullets coming back at you, by the way, okay? If you set your rifle down and you get down on your knees, okay? Put your hand on the grip and you literally roll down to where you put your shoulder on the side of the brace or stock or whatever, and as if you're in like a reverse fetal position to where your face and stomach and everything is facing the ground, and then you lean over and there's two other ways to do it, but this gives you like a rough idea. You're basically curling yourself into a ball and you're using the rifle or pistol basically laying horizontal with the ground, and it gives you so much more leverage, and you can actually lean over and like turn your neck all the way to look through your optic. You would be surprised. It is kind of alarming how far you could shoot out and how much room you could get, because like an inch at the muzzle is several yards downrange, right? So it's just crazy. It's something that's kind of cool. So try it out if you can. If you have a range where you can shoot, I'll see if I can find the footage where we did that, where we were literally laying on the ground, curled up in a ball, shooting under a 6-inch barrier. It was crazy. So do it. Give it a shot. Have fun. DLD is getting kinky tonight. Must have had a few Red Bulls. Actually, no, I have not had one Red Bull today at all. Maybe this is a... Yes, I've had Topo Chico, but that's just water. It's different.
If you say so.
Downward dog position. I mean, I guess kind of downward dog. I don't know. I'll have to post the video. I'll post the video on Instagram. Thirsty Colt, good to see you. An inch does a lot. This is true. Dark sounds like he's describing a sex position. It is. It's sex with your rifle. I mean, By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to come out and say this. Let's see. Oh, I didn't see that I had a message from MGBZ. All right, so I want to show you guys this.
He said your girlfriend called him.
Oh, dude, I don't even want to talk about that shit, man. Should we tell that story? I literally had a pink-haired Karen who probably found me online. I know
She's
she
probably
found
watching
me.
right now. No, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
Oh man, she could be, and she was like, "So you're DLD hardware?" Oh man, I think I should tell them, but I just don't want to give out too much information about myself. All right, so guys, I want you to see the future. When you look into this picture, you will see the future. Hang on. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Okay. Deet. Okay, share. What you are looking at, ladies and gentlemen, is some people call it bazooka green. Some people call it Noveski green. Some people call it what it's supposed to be called, which is 40 millimeter green. This is the 40 millimeter green Geisley Super Duty that your boy just got everything I need to put it together. And I'm going to take everything that I bought already for that lower and probably flip that, because this is kind of a whole package deal kind of thing. All right, let's just say that.
So just send your lower parts kit to me.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you owe me money.
Yeah, but this is like a $600 kit for the lower. I need to honestly, if I wouldn't have a problem doing that if I didn't absolutely need to sell that to supplement the funds that I use to purchase all this shit.
You're just like another company I know.
Which one?
I think we talked. Was it yesterday or today? We talked about it. That collects money and doesn't do something.
Oh, you're talking about. All right, hold on. All right, so how about this? I'll send you right now the $100 that I owe you. Hold on.
Oh, did I shame you into paying by comparing you to another company?
Yeah, I can. Holy moly, Rudy Finney, bro. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Dang, Rudy. He didn't even leave a message. He just dropped that 50 doll hairs.
Gangsta.
Holy moly, Rudy Finney. I was certainly not expecting that, brother. Thank you.
He shouldn't do that.
Rudy.
He's gotta use that money to fix that Jeep when it breaks down.
Jeep?
Yeah.
Oh, that Jeep. I was like, what Jeep? Yeah, man, that's huge, bro. Rudy, thank you, man. You are the man. That's I haven't seen a pink super chat on this channel for like a year. That's
I don't think I've ever gotten a $50 super chat. Maybe I ought to just do lives on my own channel.
I mean, you do a lot of lives on other people's channels. I will certainly tell you that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send the money I owe you too. Goonbeam, you owe Rich money too? Seriously, Rudy Finney, man, thank you. I know that's a big deal. Sending $50 like that is huge, and man,
So, all right, we're not talking about your girlfriend. We're not talking about the other company. Is that what we're doing?
I mean, I have no problem talking about it, but I spoke with another individual today that told me it would probably be best if we
didn't talk about it.
If we wait a little bit. Not that we don't talk about it, but that we wait a little bit. Damn, Rudy.
Already
Holy
figured in the
moly.
Jeep fund. Look at that guy, baller.
Dude, Rudy, holy moly. Thank you. Man, I am not
He
used
paid
to
for the
this
popcorn
at
for the
all.
private screening.
Seriously, that's honestly, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use anything that comes. So not just his, but anything that comes. I have an opportunity now to thank you, Rudy. And thank you guys, dude. This is how much y'all are just incredible. You guys are in there, not personally receiving anything, but you are thanking Rudy for contributing to the channel. You guys are awesome, man. I
That's
love
nice.
y'all. Seriously.
Good people.
So here's the deal. So I got an opportunity to excuse me. I got an opportunity to there's really two opportunities to get out to some land. And this land, and thank you by the way. This land is there's two places that I may be able to go out to and on a regular basis be able to shoot. And I'm going to be able to do like anything that anytime I need to go out there
No
testing
RSO.
guns. Yeah, no RSO, no bullshit, no drama, no other guns going off around me, just straight up being able to go test stuff, being able to go shoot, being able to shoot freaking tannerite if I want to, being able to shoot anything. If I wanted to go buy a 10 millimeter high point and test it and run the dog shit out of it until it fails, I can finally do that now, and I can shoot way more often. We could do training events there. We could do, and there's two places I'm talking about. So, who knows what I mean? This could literally change the future of the channel forever when it comes to my content, and I'm pumped. I mean, I'm really excited about it. I'll be able to
I
take
gotta
this
say,
Geisley Super Duty out there and run the dog shit out of it too.
the ability to literally walk out my back door or my garage door and pop a round or a couple of rounds off to test a gun that I'm working on, whether it's a print or whatever it is
Yeah.
totally, as opposed to like, all right, I got to drive to the range, I got to bring my print in, I got to pay, I got to. It's like, all right, that works, cool. I know what to do now, and go at it.
Well, let me see.
So I got to tell you, that video we just played of mine, guess what the shorts feed percentage is?
Like 89%.
95.5.
Jesus.
I'm like,
you know what that means?
it means they made a massive mistake in the algorithm.
I mean, probably that too, but it also means that your viewers don't watch your shit.
Oh, ouch!
I'm sorry.
Ouch!
I'm just
Yeah.
saying. So Bob, sorry, I just saw this. Bob says, Dark, I have a question. Why can't you show the pew-pews, but other channels don't just show them, but other channels don't just show them, but they put 100 rounds through them? Well, the difference is that you're on a live stream. So these other channels, they're not doing live streams and shooting. They're doing hard videos. You could do a video of shooting anything you want to.
And
It's
post it,
just as long as you're posting a hard video file or a hard video upload, that is different than a live stream. You just can't handle them in live streams because YouTube and most social media platforms fear that you're going to do something terrible while live streaming it to YouTube or other places. Or honestly, the most simple way to put it is what Too Many Choices said, because YouTube gay. That's the best way to do it. Yeah. So you can handle anything, right? Like you can, as long as you're doing like you're filming it,
but
and then you're
don't
uploading
fire
it.
30 rounds out of a 30 round magazine.
Well, they've changed that.
There was
Well,
almost no.
They said they changed that. That was when they accidentally had their algorithm
Well,
at
no. I mean, you can post a video firing 30 or however many rounds you want out of a magazine, but it'll be limited. Now, if you pop off 29,
Are you joking? Is that like actually confirmed?
no, I'm not going to say actually. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's.
Wow, that's exceptionally whack. But so what I was saying in all this is thank you again, Rudy. I appreciate that. And what I'm going to do is take that and use that towards this the 2 new opportunities I have to go out and fire, in open land. And let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know what guns you want to see. Let me know what hey, Agorizer, look at you. Agorizer, cheers, Dark, Dilders, Glowies, and Vets. My guy. Appreciate you, man.
So yeah, the painful thing, 97.2% not subscribed that watched the video.
And how many subscribers did you get from it?
Like 14, I think.
Oh, okay. So 14 people actually liked it.
Woo! Oh, actually, it's worse. 4.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
stop
not
beating you
good.
up then for it. Look,
That's not
analytics are painful because they don't lie
Yeah.
to you,
Oh yeah.
right? Barton Fink, I need to figure out how to make a 37mm slug body that will mix blue Kimlight ingredients in flight and mark where it hits the blue glow. Dude, that's dope. I like that. Kurt24 member for 20 months. Guess I signed up for all Black Swan pages the same day. I think you did, bro. I think you
Oh, that's
did.
funny.
That's hilarious. Excuse me. Yeah, so the first thing, jeez, man, I'm sorry. I got hiccups and burps and shit. So the first thing that I plan on doing is I'm just gonna go out and I'm gonna run just my battle belt, and I'm gonna run some rounds through the M9A3. I got the IR light on it, so if I got some guys out there with nods, so if I can run a video under the PBS 14 with the IR laser from like POV shooting with the IR laser from the pistol, that'll be dope. I'm also going to be running just to kind of show you guys like rate of fire with like binary triggers, and I got the Scorpion of the binary trigger, the the MP5 inspired Turkish MP5 from PSA with the binary trigger that is almost as expensive as the gun itself. And then I also got the Dark 18 CQBR with the binary trigger. So I'm just going to be dumping rounds out of it, and you will see, for those people that are like, I don't want a binary trigger, like that's stupid. You have to retrain your, yeah, you do, and you should
Takes
train.
less than a mag.
Yeah, you just gotta, just like anything else, right? If you're running a class or something like that, all you're doing is flipping it on and off safe, right? If you want to have a little fun and you came to party, then roll it over to the third position and then let a little rainbow of brass, fly on the ground, right? But it just depends on what you're doing, right? Like sometimes when I'm at training events, and if I'm doing like a 1 to 5, then yeah, on the last target when I got to put 6 rounds on it, yeah, I'm probably gonna flip it over to binary and pull the trigger 3 times to put 6 rounds on the target, like burp, like that. But watching the rate of fire, like if you get the cadence down and you really get the cadence down and you're good, my gun is pretty heavily gassed. It's a 10.3-inch gun, so the gun's getting beat up by the gas anyway, right? And then you put the suppressor on it, and the shit's just running freaking fast. So when I go through a mag on that shit, you could cook a freaking egg on the can, and that shit's done. And the last time I clocked it, it was like 2.89 seconds for a 30 round mag. You're dumping rounds quickly with that. Whereas for like an M16, you're dumping it in like under 2 seconds, but you can still get quick with it. ADXR920 member for 18 months. Hell yeah, appreciate you, brother. Wow, time flies when spending time with the glowies. Yes, it does, my friend.
Whoa, what's up with Rudy Finney?
Holy moly, bro. Yo.
Wow.
Rudy
Dude,
Finney with
thank you, man.
another
That's
super
killer.
chat. Bro, that's $100 in super chats, doggy. Holy shite. Rudy Finney with a $30 super chat. I gotta go. Gotta work in a few hours, but I'll rewatch later. Be kind, everyone. Every chance you get. Oh, you know the thing. Dude, that's awesome.
Is
Man.
that really
Thank you.
Crump? Is that Crump with a different screen name?
No, this is Rudy. You're my boy,
Yeah.
Rue. Yeah, he's a good dude. And dude, he was up in 2A EDUs, or was it 280? I think 280
Was
EDUs.
it?
He
The
was
meetup?
dropping
Oh, in
super
his video?
chats.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Oh
holy
wow.
moly.
He's totally balling. That's cool.
Thank you, Rudy. I will put it to good use for you guys.
He's gonna buy a Vice.
Dude, I got 2 vices now. Do I need more vices? I will tell you right now, Luminous does not like believe that I have a vice. I've already said like 100 times, like, dude, I got a vice, and then I went out and got another vice, and people are still making vice jokes. Excuse me.
Well, next you'll get, your car squared away.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a while. Thirsty Cult member for 4 months, a returning member. Do you know they make 12 gauge armor piercing slugs? They do, but I don't really trust the performance of them, honestly. It's
Unless it's like a sabot. I mean,
they have a few out there, and I think they have a setup that's basically like a spike with a some type of sabot, whatever. But here's the thing, like you're not reaching like crazy high velocity with a shotgun. You can get through level 3A with a shotgun, but depending on what your target is, if you're running XM193 and a 20-inch gun, you're punching through level 3 steel plates straight up every time. And there's other ways to get through armor too. There's actually, hold on, let me see if I got one here. If you guys want to get through soft armor, level 3A armor, look at these. By the way, can you tell me the difference between these 2 Glock mags?
well, one looks gray. I don't know.
Hey, look at you. You got it. Yeah, this is the gray Lipsy's exclusive Glock magazine. Now, these bad boys go through level 3A soft armor, and they go through every time. It's not like it may go through.
It's easier if I
depending
grab it
on
off the
the-
shelf.
These things, they are like a freaking drill bit, and they just burn right through them shits. These things go through every single time. I would like to get some more time behind some of those to see if
You
they
mean my
actually...
Fort Scott isn't going to do it? The tumble on impact spun brass?
The bullet geometry, there is a lot to be said about, the bullet geometry. Why am I adjusting my head and not my mic? Sorry. So yes, I mean, you can very easily, well, without increasing speed dramatically, with
Well, it's all about PSI.
bullet geometry, bullet shape, a round being way sharper could actually still get you through armor without increasing the velocity tremendously. Hold on.
So Fort Scott TOI 9mm defeats body armor. Now that's soft.
Yeah, level 3A soft armor. That's what these go through.
So is that the Lehigh Extreme Defender?
It is not. This is the G9 Defense. But they will not say it. They will not ever publicly say that this goes through level 3A soft armor. But go ahead and go watch their video of them testing with law enforcement. they test a bunch of 9mm on soft armor, and then they put like one of these through, and they're like, that made it through, and they're like, yeah, nothing to see here, and then they put like 6 more on the target, and they're like, dude, every single one went through from a Glock 19, and they're like, yep, if you look at the HST, what you see here is like, I'm like, yo, why are you trying to hide the fact that it goes through? I mean, it's totally lawful. Like, it's not illegal. The only thing that is outlawed, at least from what I understand, Gabber Piet, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Thirstical Gabber Piet, my bad. I was behind on chat. BV. I don't I don't believe in the vice proofs. I will. You know, I could actually probably go spin it off the table because I didn't bolt it down. I just have it like screwed down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build like a little workbench over here, and once I have a surface that is big and heavy enough, I'm going to bolt it. Oh, you know what? Rich, I'm so freaking smart. I have something that I can bolt it to. So actually not yet, but I will have something by Tuesday that I can bolt it to. And I did not even think of that. I literally had to order a shelving unit because of how much ammo I have right now. Like, I have to I'm literally looking at it like, dude, I'm curious how much more I have to get for it to fall through the second floor of my home. I think I'm that close. I mean, how much ammo is too much ammo? Miami
When
Vice?
you're trying to figure out whether you can eat this week because you bought too much ammo.
Only Vice, no Vice. Dark is 100 air. Thank you. Thank you, Andy Lipsco. I appreciate you. DLD is confused about the Vice. It's really Keystone Ice. I have not had Keystone Ice since I was like 17 years old. They don't make that anymore, do they?
What is Keystone Ice?
There you go. Answer that. Yeah, but it's funny. It is. I mean, bro, if they actually go through armor, gangster. Rip Curl Readiness, what's up, bro? I run double stage, single stage, binaries, and even full auto platforms, and it really doesn't take much to operate them proficiently. I love
he
the way
smells like Matt Hoover.
I was gonna say, I love the way you spell it proficiently. That's awesome. So I totally agree. A couple things.
Imagine Scrooge McDuck's vault. That's not too much ammo.
Which one? Who said that? Oh, run gun. Yeah. If I could get that much brass, copper, and lead in one place, I would do it. What say you?
Oh, hell yeah.
Can I ask you a question, Rich? Well, hold on. Is there anything else we want to hit on ammo before we continue? Because that's
ammo.
The thing that frustrates me, I'm not gonna lie, is I don't show you guys me shooting very often. And when I do take like videos, so I'll go get private lanes at XCal. I'll go to the local shops and where they have ranges, and I'll shoot all the time. But even when I take all these videos, the footage sucks so bad that I just don't even post it, right? Like, you guys don't want to see 10 minutes of my back while I'm drawing, but like it's stupid, right? So being able to get outdoors and actually run, you will be able to see running a gun. Which, speaking of running a gun, if any of you saw not administrative results, who's the other guy?
Did he wear a mask?
Results. No, it's the dude that's a cop.
Donut?
No, Donut's not a cop. He was a cop, and then he saw a baby turn into spaghetti on a street, and which, by the way, I'll that's kind of a story that's important to we can go back to that. Tactical
me crowning a
considerations.
Brayon is never good.
Yeah. Tactical considerations. So for everyone that was like, why are y'all so crazy over Geisley Super Duty? The Geisley Super Duty is just a normal ass AR. It's no big deal. What you need is something like a Daniel Defense. Guess what? This dude was rocking a brand new $3,000 Daniel Defense. Okay, like the V7, and he's getting ready to do all his sexy Instagram shooting. And he starts the video, and then the shot timer goes beep, and then he raises the gun from a low ready and poof, fires one shot, stovepipes. And he's like, fuck. And then it goes to the next frame. He's at a low ready. The timer goes beep, and then he pulls up real quick, poof, cracks off a first shot, stovepipes. Then it goes to the next round, right? And it's so funny because it's like beep, fuck, beep, fuck, right? Over and over, right? Third time, beep, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like he's getting so mad. And then he does it again, and he lets like 6 rounds off, right? And then it goes to the next one, and it's like beep, stovepipes, malfunction, over and over. Now, granted, don't get mad. It could be a lemon. It could be an issue. It could be I don't believe, and I'll say what he said, and I 100% agree with him. I don't believe it's an ammo issue. Number one. Number two, it should not be an ammo issue, because what he had said when someone was like, do you think it's an ammo issue? He said, no, and it better not be, because this bitch better be able to eat anything in its weight class. Bingo, 100%. It doesn't matter if you're rolling anything from 40 grain varmint to 77 grain taps, you should be able to run that shit through a gun that's that $3,000, bro. That is insanity. I'm looking at a Geisley Super Duty, and I'm like, people are selling these for $2,500. That is nuts. Well, guess what? I just found one for $14.99 in the color that I want. The whole effing thing, all the parts.
Where was this?
Well, just looked around a little bit. That's all.
What length barrel?
Full size Snickers.
Yeah.
Yeah, 16-incher.
Oh, see, I'm thinking full size is 20.
No. No one uses 20-inch, but it honestly, it may be a 14.5 pinned and welded. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. It could be a 13.9 pinned and welded. I'm at this point, I just want a 40 millimeter green Geisley Super Duty. It's 1 to 7 anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like what probably happened with that Daniel Defense is an issue with the bolt. Okay. The cheapest fix on your rifle, other than a gas tube, is the bolt. So I get it. But just putting myself in his shoes, I've been there before, where you spend money on a gun and then you get it out and you're like, man, this thing is gonna fucking rock. I'm gonna crush. Like,
run that thing.
Yeah, these silhouettes are gonna be fucking like dying. Then you go out there and you're like, this shit doesn't work. I'll give you guys an example. So I'm going back to when I was like 23, 24 years old. All right, my first legal gun when I was 21 was here, let me fix this right here so the authorities can get my bridge and eyes for facial recognition and stuff. So when I was 21, actually when I was 20, a local shop allowed me to pay off a handgun before I turned 21, so that on my birthday I could actually go there and purchase it, do the background check, and leave with it that day. And I've told that story before. And so who else wants a pin and weld Jackal? I'm gonna get a Jackal from PSA. And if that sounds weird by me saying it like that, it shouldn't, because I'm gonna get a Jackal from PSA. More on that later. So when I was 21, I bought a Springfield, don't hate me, I've grown, a Springfield mil-spec 1911 with the compensator straight up like from the Punisher movie with a magwell, skeletonized hammer, trigger, and all that. It was like the Parkerized finish, but it had stainless shit all over it. It was really dope. And because back then Pearl grips were really cool, I put Ajax Pro grips on it. Okay, forgive me. And then I put a 10-round Wilson mag in that bitch, and I appendix carried that mofo when I was 21 years old. Okay, permit was in the mail. Don't worry. And then, by the way, I got my Maryland permit. Yeah. Okay. Then a few years later, after I figured out that 1911s suck at everything except having nice triggers, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should give 1911s a try again. And all my boys are like, you know what, Dark, you should. You should. As a matter of fact, the best 1911 you can get for the money is, guess what they said it was? What is the best 1911 you can get for the money? Now, remember, back then, you could go get Torai for $4.99.
Mm-hmm.
You could go get a Taurus 1911 for like $4.99. What's up, Eagle Run? Good to see you. But for the money, though, getting a $500 Taurus that kind of has some extra bells and whistles, right? Whatever. But for like $700, you can get a Kimber. And Kimber was like the god of 1911s back then.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they were just sexy looking. The LAPD was using them. Like everyone was all over them, right? So I ended up taking a look at a custom TLE2. And they were like, dude, this is the best 1911 you can get with your money. Its reliability is nuts. You could
Eagle
literally
Run 24 is in the chat.
Eagle Run 24. Is there actually a fake Eagle Run account out there? Or are you talking?
No,
Oh,
Eagle Run 3.
Yeah, Eagle Run is my guy. That's my guy. That's my homie. That's my brother in patches. And they're like, yo, for the money, Kimber's where it's at. Well, not too long after that visit, I came back to the gun shop. This is the gun shop I used to work at. And they had a used Kimber custom TLE2, which is the commander size, for like $550. So I was like, done, give it to me, right? Bought it. And aside from it being handled and carried a little bit, it looked like it had never been fired. I mean, it may have been shot a little, but it just looked like brand effing new, right? And the lines of that thing, just the way that it looked, or no, not the Pro, custom TLE2. Custom TLE2 a full size? No, that's a commander size. No, it is a full size because fuck, I don't remember. It may have been full size. Somebody help me out. I don't remember. Kurt, you know what's up. Anyway, I got a Kimber, and I remember the drive from the gun shop back to my house to pick up a bunch of 45 ACP to go to the shooting range. Back then, I had to drive far. What's up, Z? And Rip, we're going to talk about painting tonight, so hang tight. Matter of fact, we could go on Rumble and talk about painting, and I could show you guys some work that I did. That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Where's Kimber made? Kyber Pass? Yes. My Kimber has never had an issue. Stainless TLE2. Nice. The stainless are gorgeous. TLE2 is full size. Okay, I thought it was full size because I remember pushing down the whatchamacallit, and I think their commander is bushingless. I'm not sure though. I'm not a 1911 guy. I do have a SIG 1911 C3, which is dope. That's fun. But anyway, so I went to my house, picked up a few boxes of ammo, and I drove to the range. Now back then I had to drive like a fucking half an hour to get to the closest shooting range. I drive there and I am giddy that I get to go play with this super high-end pistol. Of course, it's a $550 used Kimber TLE2, right? But in my eyes, as a kid, dude, that was everything. And I go out, I load the Wilson mags, and I got the Wilson mags there, the 47Ds, because they were like, yo, If you may have issues with magazines or ammo, getting the 47D Wilson magazines are going to just eliminate that right out of the gate. And I agree with that. Okay, 100%. There's other mags too, Chip McCormick's, whatever. You know the thing. And I load the mags up and I shoot. Beautiful. I'm like drilling the fucking the 10 ring on this thing. Fire the second shot. Stovepipe. And I'm like, what the hell? So I put my hand on it and smack it. Gets the brass out of there, loads the next one in there. Start shooting again. Stovepipe. I'm like, bro, really? What the hell? Put my hand on it, drag it back. So if you guys get a stovepipe in a 1911 and in some other guns, you can actually kind of use the brass to rack it like the way you use a red dot to rack it, and that removes the brass if you drag your hand past it, and it rocks back the slide to slingshot the next round into the pipe, right? And I'm only using scientific terms here. And I was slapping stovepipes for a solid hour. Okay. Call my boys and they're like, dude, you know what? Just take it home, just clean it, give it a good bath, and then take it back out again. Again, same thing over and over and over. Several range trips, stovepipe, stovepipe, stovepipe. And they're like, call Kimber. Okay. Call Kimber. Hey, Kimber, I'm having back then, Kimber would actually like answer the phone and talk to you. And once you go through the prompts, and they're like, have you cleaned it? I'm like, yes, I've cleaned it. Did you clean it correctly? I'm like, yes, I actually watched the Kimber video on cleaning, maintenance, and oil of your 1911. You made it, bitch. And they're like, well, you can send it in. And it's going to be boom, boom, boom. It's going to take X amount of months and this and that. And then we may have this if we have to replace this. And that's going to be this. And you may, I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I sold it. And I'm like, I'm never doing this shit again. I know so many people that have Kimbers that are running like Glocks. They run them dirty and dry and they put them up wet. And they just like, actually, you can't say that about 1911 because they want to be wet. But for the most part, you know, they ride them hard and put them up wet, and they run like some shit, like always, but not all of them. Same thing for that Daniel Defense, right? Most Daniel Defense guns are good guns, and they're going to run. But I just don't see that. It's all about performance, right? The name comes after performance because my Aero Precision AR is going to run just as well as my Geisley Super Duty, but my Geisley is just going to do it for way longer. That's it. It's not about the name, it's about the performance. I don't care about the Kimber name. I care about performance. I don't care that my 1911 in there is a SIG. That's cool, but if that shit don't work, doesn't matter. It's all about performance.
Z says dishwasher on pots and pans cycle.
It hurts if it ain't wet. That's a very good point. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. M2 Kimber run. M2 Kimber run. Hard face, red, droopy eyes. The 45 ACP dum-dums pop heads. Yes, they do. And you know, I right now have a relatively rare SIG 1911. It is the SIG C3, which their C3 is a compact, custom compact carry, I think it is. Compact combat carry, whatever it is, 3 C's, right? They call it the C3. It is a stainless slide with a black aluminum frame with cherry rosewood grips, but I took those bitches off and put some black and white G10 grips on it. They're fire. I think they're VGs, but I don't know. Anyway, so that thing is dope. It's a commander size barrel with an officer size grip, but the mags are still 7+1. So you have 8 rounds of 45 ACP. But guess what? I'm about to sell that shit because it's $1,000 handgun. I don't need it or want it. I have a bunch of holsters and shit for it. I got like 12 magazines for it. And I just don't, I don't know. I don't really fuck with it, but I still will have the Glock 21 45 ACP always. I could shoot skeet with that shit. And the Glock 30 45 ACP always. I also got the 21, well, the 40, the Glock 40, which is 10 millimeter. But I don't know. The 1911s just don't do it for me, bro. What do you think? You have 1911s, Rich?
No, I actually have no metal frame firearms.
No metal frame pistols at all?
Correct.
My money don't jiggle jiggle. It folds. That's great. I lock things with. Yes. I want a SIG P238. If you're going to get one of those, my personal recommendation would be to get the 938 over the 238 because it's not that much bigger and you get the fierce stopping power of the 9mm. Dude, you know what we should do? We should pull up that video of the 9mm squirrels.
Where was that?
Your face. Oh my God. Kurt remembers.
Oh,
If anybody
where
saw
was
that
that?
video from me, it was on YouTube. I sent it to you. Oh no, you know what? For you, I think I texted to you. I don't think I sent it via Instagram. Smith Wesson 5906 is nice.
What's the guy's? Is it Ed Gunn Leshley? Is that the
Yes.
guy?
Yep. I
Oh,
used to
dude.
carry I think it was a 6906, and then I also had a 1006 back in the day. Did I hear a 1911 for sale? Hit me up on IG. Bro, I don't know. It's an expensive 1911. I don't know if you want to drop a G stack on it, bro. But it's the gun itself. You can find them right now. I found one for $799. But they're $1,000 handguns, and it's I got the gun, 2 sets of grips, 2 triggers. I got a literally like a literal brand new $300 Galco not the Summer Comfort, the Miami Classic shoulder rig for it, brand fucking new. And it's the one with like the on the thumb brake, they actually have the piece that holds the safety still because the safeties were getting knocked off while people were carrying them, so it holds the safety in place. And I got like, I don't know, a bunch of magazines and some ammo and stuff, but I don't know. I mean, I was gonna say I don't know who's gonna drop $1,000. I dropped a fucking grand on that thing, so I don't know. I don't know if people want to buy it for what I'm selling it for. So I don't know if we should air this.
It's spicy. Is this the one video I said I couldn't watch?
Man.
So a kid bird, his wings are.
Hold on. Go to. We can't, if we're gonna show that, we can't show it on a short because that's like this big on people's screens.
No.
So we need to go to the full length video. About the same time, Milsurp
9mm Tannerite.
Yes.
Oh yeah, here it is.
All right. Do you think we should do this?
I don't know.
All right, let's do it. All right. Well, actually, hold on. We got to do a warning. Pause it. Okay. So here's a warning. For anybody in here that does not like seeing a chipmunk or a squirrel blown back like a banana has a firecracker in it, you're about to see some nasty, trifling ass shit. However, at the same time, I find this exceptionally fascinating. Okay. Actually, no, I find it fascinating, and actually, but it is a blast to watch. And I know some people out here, like Montana, for an example. Montana, I would imagine that you have an appreciation for some light gore because you're just so curious when it comes to like the biology of humans and anatomy, right? Milsurp has been expensive. You can still find deals though if you know where to look. Facts. You can't stop watching them. You're right. This is your chance. If you don't want to watch some disgusting ass shit, then back out. But let's be real. We got 61 people in here and none of y'all are kids. So let's do this. My money don't jiggle
Giant
jiggle.
9 mil
It
lead
folds.
pills,
Check
along with a
on his
few-
head. Go. Boom boom. Dude, this is okay. I could not stop watching this shit.
Bikes is amazing. It's a true hunter's paradise for duck, turkey,
Oh, it's the
small
next
game,
one.
and
It's the
deer.
next
Which
one.
I'll be back
It's
for
not this
rifle
video?
season in a
Yeah,
tree
it's the
stand.
next one. It's the one right below this.
Wait, I thought that it's this one, 9 mil or tannerite.
So hold on. So click on videos. Don't click. Don't ever use home because that's YouTube telling you which ones to watch. F them. So click on the videos tab, top left.
Yeah, no, I'm on videos.
Are you on videos?
Yeah, I'm on
Okay.
latest videos.
Which one was the tannerite one you just clicked?
It says 9 mil or tannerite, which is best for chipmunks. The other one is 9 mil for pest control.
Yes, that one.
That one. All right.
Yep, that
At
one.
this point, it's pretty well documented on this channel how devastating of a round the 9mm
Watch this shit.
JSB Hades is out of the Egg Gun Leshy 2. These detonations have sparked quite the dialogue down in the comment section. Some
Dude.
might even say meme-worthy.
I don't even want to watch.
Like this gem from the comment section, where one of you took notice on my focus shift this past summer as the chippers became target
Watch this
numero
shit.
uno.
Funniest comment wins something.
Oh,
Even this TikTok
that's
AI
gonna leave
filter
him
got
on.
in on the meme fun.
Oh
Yep,
my
that's
god.
accurate. So while I
Dude.
was waiting on critters to come in or sitting in my office on a boring conference call,
Can you
I browsed the
imagine?
comments
It's like,
and
no,
found
honey,
some
it's cool if I have a
meme-worthiness.
gun
So
pointed
don't
at the
scroll
back
or
and a
click
bee.
on anything else. I got you covered for the next few minutes as I
308 for
tightly
squirrels.
straddle the line between entertainment and humanely dispatching a nuisance pest as I narrate another chapter in this never-ending story about my backyard
Bro.
pest control.
Hold on, pause it. Pause it real quick. Okay. If there is no other okay, now look, hold on for a second. So Zanti said, eat this. Okay, now hold on. Just so you guys know, okay, these squirrels are literally destroying his home. Like they have caused thousands.
So maybe you should
and
stop feeding
thousands-
them.
Well, he didn't feed them prior to this, and they were eating his
Look,
furniture.
I'm
They
betting
ate through
that
his
guy
roof.
has like some fret cutters he ground down to make it look like squirrel's teeth and chewed up his house, took pictures of it, said to his wife,
come-
I need to shoot these things because look
Just
what they
so
did
he
to my
can
house.
kill some squirrels. Dude, he straight
right.
up splattered spaghetti all over that tree with that squirrel. Like that was brutal. Look at his eyeballs. I mean, you instantly like if I could put audio to what just happened, the squirrel was like in a British voice, like, right, these taste great, mate. And then just like immediately turned into a window licker. Like it like run that back. Look at those eyeballs. Now, okay. Squirrels are also I meant like rewind it, not do slow mo.
Oh, hey, I'm enjoying this nut. Not
Oh,
for
man.
long.
Nut
Let's
for
see the next
long.
frame. Oh, I'm having a good day. Not a good day.
Dude,
day?
he was still eating. He was
Not a
still
good day.
chewing at that point.
Good day.
Dude,
Not
I
a
had
good day.
woodpeckers destroy my old house, and you know what happened to them? They're buried,
Fertilizer.
contributing to the soil. You're actually not supposed to kill woodpeckers. I heard. I found out after I did it that you're like not supposed to kill them. I had no idea.
I mean, it's not like you shot an alligator or anything like that.
It's not like I killed a snake with my pocket knife in the front yard out of fear. Do you remember that?
Or beat to death. What was it? A possum or a raccoon?
That was a
What did you
raccoon.
beat
I
to death?
smashed its skull with a shovel. Look, and I know this sounds bad, but it's really just it's yeah, no. All right, run it back a few seconds and then go ahead and press play. Ron Wayne, great to see you, brother. Blade Boy, what's up?
Oh,
About
there's
my
another
backyard pest control war. If you're new here, let me give you a little context and education. This is a pest control video, and shots like this one are a humane alternative to poison or other traps where the animal's going to suffer. Squirrels and chipmunks might not be a pest for you, but they are for me. Roof and attic damage is probably my biggest issue, but I deal with destroyed patio and
Dude, he looks like the squirrel from Ice Age.
I use peanuts to bring them to a safe place where I can quickly dispatch them. I typically use larger calibers or even ones that go
that
boom,
thing came out
which
of his
can be
beehole.
graphic at times. But there is zero suffering going on as it's a quick and oftentimes messy dirt nap. But hey, isn't that what hoses
That's
are for?
the tannerite.
So, with that behind us, onward we go as I safely and humanely control overpopulated pests in my yard.
In X's eyes looked like that once when I hadn't released in over a week and I didn't warn her. Y'all are terrible. This
First
dude.
up is a classic in both the meme and pest control world as Mr. All right gets us rolling with a 25 cal exploding pellet right between the eyes.
Shit.
Oh. Wow.
Oh man.
The power of the 25 cal exploding pellet from Egg West is unreal. They are definitely not the most stealthy thing in the world, as it sounds like an M80 going off in your backyard. But if that's not an issue for you, boy, are these things fun to shoot.
That is brutal.
Chipmunks are the greatest acrobats within the rodent world. Don't think so? Change my mind. But watch this one first.
Oh, man.
Man, there's something about the 9mm that brings out the best in these chipmunk gymnasts. I'd give this one, let's see the landing. You know what? I give that one a 9.8. Let me know what you guys would score that down in the comments.
You know he is so trolling these people.
Oof.
Shout out to
I stick
Anthony
with my
Oliver in the
9.8.
background there.
Sometimes I wonder what a chipper's thinking right before impact. This comment from one of you guys made me chuckle.
Landed that.
Sometimes
triple X.
facts are funny. And that's a good one, though, for you guys down in the comments. Let me know some other good answers to that age-old question. What was this dude thinking right before? Oh my God. That is just...
Dude, that's what I'm talking about.
Right before that happened.
Oh,
just turned
pause real
inside
quick. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. When I said taking a chipmunk and making it look like a banana with a firecracker shoved into it, bro, he straight up, like, that is a wig splitting shot. Only it split the wig all the way down to like the center of the of the whatever. I guess it's an abdomen. I don't know. Landed that triple axle. Beautiful. I know what he is thinking after nothing. Yes. Oh, guys, I won't be able to. Oh, lunch meat. Look at that. I won't be able to do VC tonight. I got to wake up for church in the morning. Yes, I am intentionally going to church, and they want me to join the security team there. So probably going to do that. All right, go ahead, let it run.
Right before that happened, thing just turned inside out. Holy moly. That 9mm just does some gnarly damage. You know, here on the channel, we preach two things: safety and ethical, humane dispatches. Well, is that 3? Nah, we'll call that 2. And in my humble opinion, though, that shot checked both. All right, it's time for our next giveaway promo. And this time, it's for this semi-auto 22 cal.
That's actually pretty dope right there.
Steyr Hunting 5 that's up for grabs. The rules are simple this go around. For every dollar...
So here, I'm going to pull the sound for a second. So air guns are super based. Okay, especially these PCP air guns. They're dope. They have 50 cal PCP air guns. They have all sorts of air guns, right? But looking at what these 25 cal, 32 cal, and 9mm air guns are doing to these animals, it is insanity. He actually puts 4 rounds on this squirrel. Hold on. With a suppressor, by the way. 1, 2. 1 hits the tree. 3.
Well, 3 for 4.
Foot
Not
shot.
too bad. Time to get a backstop back up, though, to protect that tree. Man, that thing's taking a beating.
My
sometimes
ass
the
when I
shot goes
forgot
a
to put
little
my
high,
safe
and
gun while
you
using
shave a
my
little off the
prison
top.
holster.
And if you Google that, you're probably going to come across this. But if your clippers explode like that one, you're going to end up with some bubble gum stuck to your dome.
Oh.
You ought to put a trash can below that.
A good meme is one with a little truth
For real,
behind
I
it.
just need
This
a bucket
summer,
underneath
it's
that.
been chipper central over here on the Leshy channel. So a tip of the cap to the guy who sent me this one.
Oh.
Dang. Man,
Bro.
the 9mm brings the heat. For me, there's no such thing as overkill. The more a pest looks like the inside of a rare steak, the better, as that means only one thing: instant death. And that is exactly what we just saw right there.
Dude, that is brutal. Brutal. All right, look.
Both the 9mm.
How is it?
Funny reactions from you guys down in the comments as I was going through to make this video. But some of my favorites are the references to the Disney characters, like this one.
Mom, what just happened to Scrat?
The amount of
PCP
energy
air
those 25
pistols
cal
are
hollow points
leaching
dump
levels
by
effective
themselves
use
is
against
pretty
humans.
intense.
Yeah,
But that boom
absolutely.
at the end, now that is why Brian
Ooh.
at Egg Gun West has a hard time keeping these things in stock. With the 9mm double tap, things really started to escalate in my backyard war. And this one illustrated it in a way that I did not expect.
Oh, God. Bro, he just chopped his tail in half. Did you see that?
Look at the hole this thing left. You can stick your thumb in there.
That escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Indeed it did, Ron. Indeed it did. An eye popper with a clean hole from its dome right to, I guess now, a twin brown eye right out the back there. Dang.
Dude, okay. The crazy thing is that this fool is putting peanuts out, right? And then the squirrel is getting completely massacred. And there's pieces of squirrel in the peanuts, but the squirrels come back.
You get a peanut. You get a peanut. Everybody gets a peanut. Man, that is just a gnarly shot. We're going to wrap up this meme video with one last one. And in my humble opinion, this fits with pretty much every shot on the channel.
Oof. Oof. Yes. Oh, God.
If you like shots like this, you should probably watch this video next.
Leaking. Wow. Okay. Sometimes we need they do make a 50 cal air gun. Yes, that's one of the things I was mentioning. 357, 9mm, which is really 0.355 anyway, right? All the way up to 8mm, 8mm, 9mm, 357. They make 50 cal and a bunch of stuff in between too. I mean, dude, people hunt with air guns. It's legit.
Oh, Eric, Iraq veteran, was down here around the airport actually, shooting with air guns, shooting the iguanas.
Yep. YouTube was messing with him, and he was blurring those before. Well, that's just a shame. What do you guys think? You think I'm going to get hit by YouTube for this one? Look, I don't know why, but for more than 2 months now, every single stream that I have done has been hit by YouTube. And they're like, no, we cannot advertise on this. But then they run ads on every single one. I'm like, bro, if you can't advertise on it, then don't run ads on it and just, not share. Like, what the hell? Anyway, it's grimy. Let's get some iguana rigs, Rich. Dude, y'all need to.
Tony, homie.
It's Tony, homie. Moreover, This LCD is crystal clear. Dude, if you guys haven't seen that, that's hilarious. Excuse me. Oh, you know what? I finally finished the battle worn frag out build. And what I mean by that,
Oh,
because
I thought you were gonna say you finished that, frame for me.
no, it's still halfway done. But now I can legally mail it to you, so that's a bonus, right? So so the frag out build is now actually done. You know what? I'll send you guys, or I'll show a picture here.
Where's mine? Oh, there it is.
So the frag out build is completely done, and I know, I had showed it a few times, but before it was not totally done. It was missing a couple parts here, a couple parts there. The only thing I don't like on it is I'm using a polymer. Oh, hold on. Oh, no way. Okay, so apparently it's showcasing this
Oh,
on YouTube. That's awesome. So thank you, Kurt. Howie Filter Snatch. Yeah, that one's good. Ooh, that dude just punched that chick in the face.
Oh, is that the one that my wife was? That was the one you're on the phone. My wife was like, "Put it away! I can't watch that."
Is it that black dude that
Some
punched?
dude like clocks.
Yeah. All right, I'll show you guys 2 and 3. I guess I don't really care if the serial number's in that shit. I can't do anything with it anyway.
So we talked about your new girlfriend or no? We're not going to tell that story.
I probably wouldn't.
All right, so we won't tell that story.
Dude, what the hell? Why is it doing this to me? Bro, really? No. Okay. Hold on. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so I'll show you guys this. So this build is finally completely done, and we download these pictures and I'll show you guys. So before, like I was saying, there's a few parts that were missing. I have added a couple things too. I even went out and picked up a sorry. I even went out and picked up a magnifier. And for you guys out there that are looking for budget-friendly alternatives to crazy expensive magnifiers, this $199 Holosun 3X magnifier is actually like Gucci. This thing is great. Now, I haven't taken it out for live fire yet. I have not actually tested this firearm for live fire. But so far, I really like it. I mean, it's been fun to build, it's been fun to paint, and it has been a blast. And honestly, I think you guys are going to love it too. So let's open these bad boys up. We got 1, a 2, a 3. 3. All right, present. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so we'll show this next to the Dark 18 CQBR, and perfect. You can't even tell what it is. Great. Let me switch that out real quick. I'll put a different one up here.
Man, you've been doing a lot of AR building lately.
I have. That has been on purpose, because I was sitting here and I was like, man, you know what? I have a lot of, long guns. I have a lot of, whatever. I do not have enough, or I'm sorry, I have a lot of handguns, but I do not have enough, in my opinion, long guns. So I was like, I gotta make a change here. So I
Do
started
you have any AR-10s or no?
not AR-10s. All of my 30 cals are AK platforms.
Okay.
But honestly, I personally, I think, why is it? Oh, Let me bring this back. There you go. Can you see this okay?
Mhm.
There you go. Okay, let me pull this back up. Boom. So you guys can see what I did here. What I did is I took the frag out AR upper and lower, and then this is what, so he took this scrolling that he hand drawn, and then he lasered that onto the upper and lower. And then I painted that with a like a gray battle worn. I got this BCM handguard, painted that in like a gray battle worn as well. So you got to do a lighter gray first for the base coat. I used, and Rip, this is for you. We can talk about painting. This is kind of an important thing. And then I used black over it, and then you wipe the black off, and then half of the black will stay behind. It will darken your color, and then you go back over it with sandpaper and kind of hit the high points to not the high point, but you know what I mean, to make it appear like more battle worn. And I just wanted to do that because I thought it would give um the upper and lower receiver like a really cool kind of funky look, and kind of be more like an aged like statue. The handguard, I mean, a lot of people said the handguard looks good. I don't like love it, but the one thing this needs, you know what this needs? Needs a goon beam.
Yeah. Okay.
Aside from that,
The-
I don't think it needs
I'm
anything else.
thinking I'd like to see the same treatment on the furniture.
It is the same treatment. Oh, you mean like the engraving?
No. I mean the coloration. So what you did on the handguard, I'd love to see that on the mag, the pistol grip, and the buttstock.
So that's a brace. It's not a buttstock, it's a brace, but it'll be too much because you're always going to have some element of black on a rifle. You're going to have the controls, right? Even if, so let's say I did the magazine and the grip, which is rubber, so I'd have to do a plastic one, and you can only do the top of the brace, right? And the buffer tube. If I did the buffer tube, it would probably even things out a bit, but you're still going to have black all over the controls, all over the gun, black on the muzzle device, black on the magnifier, black on the red dot, which by the way, shout out to Gideon Optics. That is the Gideon Optics Mediator, and that thing is dope. I freaking love it. That thing through the magnifier is like crystal clear. It's awesome.
Show mine.
Oh, sorry. I'm not even on the boom. Hold up. You get that out of here. Move it. Boom, boom. All right, let me come back. Why is this what you're sharing?
Oh, I'm sharing the wrong thing. Hold on. Hold on.
It's a brace. Shh. No, maybe the buffer tube, but not the brace. Yeah, it doesn't. It wouldn't look right. It would only be the top of it because the rest is lower. Is the lower
Alright,
part
now
is
I got it.
rubber. Nice. Looks good. So, who is going to talk to Rich about mounting optics on the handguard?
Oh yeah, I had the magnifier on that. I got to move that back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that optic didn't work with that magnifier. It was too big.
Gotcha. It is dope though. It is cool. I would, so generally, like I like, there's two ways to do an AR. Either you leave the stock grip, mag, and something on the front, either whatever, black or whatever color it is, or you do literally everything. So it's either like everything
Yeah.
or just the upper lower
Yep, yep.
handguard, or you can also do just the upper and lower and then do another color, whether it's black, FDE, OD green, gray on the furniture.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I like the way mine came out. I don't know if
I definitely like yours. I just threw it up because they're basically the same firearm.
Yeah. only I have a Noveski barrel in it. I'm just saying that.
I got an FN barrel.
That's it. I'm just kidding. So what did you use? What parts did you use for the rest of your build?
Basically Palmetto State Armory parts.
But I thought you said you had an FN barrel.
It is an FN.
That's right. They had an upper with an FN barrel, right?
Yeah.
But the rest of it is PSA stuff.
Yeah.
So I did a 10.5-inch Noveski government profile barrel, and no government, or it's the whatever the step up. It's like they use it for machine guns, the heavier barrel. It's not like a super duper thick barrel, but it's thicker than a government profile. That a Noveski gas tube, Noveski gas block, it was all the same, it came together. And then I did a BCM handguard, and then the rest, the bolt, BCG and bolt carrier, or BCG and bolt are Battle Arms development, which I'm like, we'll kind of see how I feel about that. I have another BCG I can throw in it if I need to, or maybe throw, I don't know, I'll throw something else in it if it doesn't do well. But Battle Arms development is a good company. And then I did the rest of the guts are all a mix of Arrow, BCM, and Geisley. So decent parts, but it's an Anderson upper and lower. So the people out there, like the Tactical Turkeys of the world, are like gonna flip shit over that. They're like, how the fuck look, here's the reality. If you have any type of upper and lower, doesn't matter where they're from. Could be Anderson, could be PSA, could be whatever, right? If you have an Anderson upper and lower, and you get a damn good barrel and a damn good BCG, and you build it correctly, bro, I personally believe that your rifle, what matters most about your rifle is the relationship between the barrel and the bolt and bolt carrier, and the quality of them. Obviously, there's an element of the gas block and gas tube and all that too. But if you got a gas tube from, Aero Precision, and a gas tube from, whatever the fuck, right? Like BCM, they're going to be damn near similar. Unless you have a company that specifically says, like, Noveski or Geisley or whatever, and they're like, we, build our gas tubes differently, and we do X, Y, and Z, and this and that. And okay, if there's something specific that, makes them different, that's one thing. But for the most part, an Arrow gun, and I said this before, an Arrow AR, which is kind of like lower mid tier, and that's okay. It works. It works. It is a good rifle. That gun is going to run just the same as a Knights, as a Geisley Super Duty, as a BCM, as an LWRC. The only difference is how long are they going to run. That's the only difference. So the Knights dudes out there are going to freak out. But yeah. Now let's talk about painting. So first off, let's get this piece of shit off the screen. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's a good gun. It's a good gun. I'm totally joking. But once you have that Geisley Super Duty, you're going to be like, damn.
So where do I close the deal for 1,400? Where do I close the deal for 1,400?
Bro, I've been looking for 8 months, and I just found one, and it still wasn't 1,400. It was $1,499, which is basically the cost of an upper. They go for like $1,240 to $1,450, and
dude, it's 1:08 a.m.
Yeah, I know. We gotta crash. I gotta go to church.
Me too.
But here's the deal. It was $14.99, and then after tax and shipping and all that, it was $16.94. Still expensive. $1,694. Now, for all the people that are out there like, but Dork said he was broke, I can't afford this shit. Don't get confused of the difference between having the money for something and responsibly spending it on something. That's two completely different things. Okay. So I am going to sell all the shit that I got for the Geisley Super Duty lower to help cover the cost for some of that. And I'm also going to sell some other stuff too, just to be able to supplement as much of the cost of that as I can. But
Ooh,
don't.
we got 28EDU in the chat.
Hey, 28EDU, great to
What
see you.
is up, homie?
The most durable is an AK-47. I don't disagree with that, and I think that's been proven over the last century. You know.
Yeah, I am jealous watching his channel because he's got the milled receiver hanging up behind him all the time. I'm like, damn you.
Yeah, that is a beautiful gun. Being able to show off some of my AKs on that Rumble chat, that was cool. That was cool because I never really get to show them off. And actually, funny enough, when I was showing off some of my guns with Fish and Dust, they were like, "Damn, Dark low-key has some nice shit." I was like, "Dude, I just never get to show them off, man. I never get to come on, and when I'm on a live stream, I can't just grab them and show them off." Yeah, everyone show some love to 28EDU. If you guys don't know, I'm sure all of you know, but if you don't, 28EDU has an incredible channel. He is very active in the fight for our not only for our rights, but in
Wait, did he
keeping
shoot
our rights.
my did you shoot my 50 at Iraq veteran?
I don't think he did. I'm jealous of that SHF, Rich. Yeah, go give him a like, a follow, a subscribe, give him show him some love. He's imperative to this community.
Doing some good work. Ooh, actually, I got to tell you a secret.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm going to text it to him. If
Oh,
I can
good.
unlock my damn phone.
You will see DLD in a video of mine soon. Well, hopefully I show up better than I did on the gun food. That was not flattering. No, he's a great guy too. And just so y'all know, I love AKs. Okay, I don't run AKs like that. I used to run AKs way more than I ran ARs, but that is when AKs were $350 and ARs were $1,000, and the game has swapped. So all the AKs that I got, I paid under $550 for, and they're gonna stay there. That's actually not true. I did buy an Arsenal SLR 106 UR SBR, and that thing, it's a Crink in 5.56, and that thing is over $2,000 for a short barreled rifle. So anyway,
Wait.
getting back to
I'm
it.
not going to be in the video, but Dark's going to be in it.
Did you shoot his super duper
No,
special?
no, I didn't even know he had anything. I think I hate to say it. I think I said hi, shook his hand, got a picture, and walked away. Iraq veteran.
So you walked away.
No, I mean, there's so many people I like fist bumped, said hi to, and walked by. Just because there's so much going on, so many cool people.
It sounds like a you problem, Rich.
Yeah, it probably is.
I'm joking. I'm just giving you a hard time. But you know what? I really, really wish, and I think all you guys will lament the same feeling. I really wish I could find a way to get 28EDU to come on my show and have a conversation. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I
think I was his like 34th subscriber.
Wow. And now he's pushing like 70,000 subscribers.
How cool is that?
Rich, I'm not going to tell you why, because Dark did. Please slow down. Okay. Looking forward to meeting anyone at SHOT Show. I'm sure I'll be overwhelmed. Yes, it's a lot. SHOT Show is a lot. I've only been a few times, but it's a lot. So one day we will get to EDU on this show. But you know what I would love to do? To EDU, if you're open to it.
EDU hasn't been on your show?
He's not. He's been on Crumps. He's been on Joe's.
Oh, really? Right.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one. But and it's
Mateo books by
probably timing and stuff.
I don't have Mateo's phone number.
No, I all joking aside, I didn't know that. I'm totally just busting your chops, by the way. We know we got mad respect and love for each other. But no, I didn't know that Mateo did that. You know what I would love to, EDU? To one day earn the right to come on your show for a minute on a Friday and just like chat. I just love like when I'm in the comments, I just love like engaging, and when you're talking and I'm like, I just feel like we finish each other's sentences. And I'm just kidding. But no, I would love to. Yeah, no, I did not know that. I totally had no idea. So I would happily reach out to Mateo. But yeah, no, I appreciate that. Otherwise, I would have just kept emailing perks. All right, now
Dude,
let's.
haven't I asked you on? You were on 2-3. Haven't I asked you guys on?
I have never been on Rich's show, dude. You don't want to go. It's no big deal to be on. I'm just kidding. Yeah,
We're taking a little bit of hiatus.
yeah. Set up a calendar for when you guys come back. That way, you just have everything already pre-set up, guest confirmed, and you don't have to worry about it. Getting back to this though, because our viewers don't care about our YouTube channels. Most don't. What were we talking about? We're talking about rifles, and I used to run AKs and all that, and then now ARs, whatever. I'm gonna have to sell stuff to be able to afford the AR that I got. Linda will send you swag if you email perks. Yeah, no, I know. I've gotten a couple things. You guys are awesome. Think about it, 2AEDU. You can finally get your first channel strike. I would be so super tame. I would never come on someone else's platform and say stuff that would be inappropriate unless I'm on John Crump's show. Then I absolutely would do it.
Well, I jumped on the turkeys Thursday night after you jumped.
Mm-hmm.
And I started saying a little spicy shit. They're like, hey.
What generally speaking were you talking about?
You're gonna have to watch.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go back and watch because I already watched like 2 hours of that show. I'm too lazy to. Well, now that we've already talked. Hey, John Crump Live, what's up, brother? Good to see you.
Crumpy.
I meant you would cause him a channel strike just being there, just having DLD in the title. Maybe that's what it is, because my tags have DLD in it, and I've been getting demonetized every single stream.
So wait, you dropped the old tag strategy?
The Crump appears from. I did. I dropped that. Yeah.
Crump is like Beetlejuice. Say his name.
Ooh, Rich got me a strike and Dark a strike. You know, it's funny because Rich is like, yeah, I don't really say anything like spicy or anything like that. And then he's like, if I were in Penn Station. Go ahead.
Yeah, the Crump strike really wasn't that spicy. It's just something they shifted to the naughty list again.
Yeah, talking about
But
the coof. Oh, you know what I saw? Dude, get this. So I was watching TV, okay? And an actual TV channel on my phone. I don't watch TV. Like I don't watch like actual like TV channels, but I still do have YouTube TV, so I can like turn on a channel or whatever. And there was a commercial that came on, and guess what it was? It was a commercial, and in the commercial, the language that they used, and everyone out there, we got almost 60 people in here still. So hear me when I say this. The words that they select when we're talking about elites, the government, the elites, the alphabet book, whoever, the specific words that they choose is important. Okay. You know what they said? They said, have you gotten this season's possessive? The belonging to the season. Okay. So what they're asking
in Harry Potter terms, I'm a pureblood.
Agreed. I too am a pureblood and will never allow anything like that inside me. And you know what? I'm hearing that they're putting stuff in lettuce and food and whatever. And I said what
Hey,
they're
watch out! Watch what you say. Watch what you say. You
I
know my
just said
temptation coming.
I heard they're putting stuff. That's all I said.
Oh.
If they really wanted to do something, I was having a conversation with somebody else. If they really wanted to vax everyone, what they would do is they would put mRNA inside jacketed hollow points, and all of Chicago would be vaxxed in like a month. I shouldn't have said that. What are you doing?
So I needed to 3D
That's enough.
print. All
I'm
right.
just kidding. I'm joking.
So
He's
this
so
is
sad.
to
It's for
get a
measuring.
template. Yeah. So you can get a template of something, draw it out, scan it, trace it, and 3D print it. And where'd my part go?
If I ever see you hold up that measuring thing and there's like a circular piece and then like a long shaft, you're like, oh no, I'm just measuring out an AUG handguard. Oh man, that's great. My biggest flex is I never caught the wow, that is impressive, bro. That's impressive. I got it bad one time. Nice, Rich. You're really showing your true colors there.
It's like Etch a Sketch.
Yeah. Will it fit on your head, Rich? That's a good question. Oh, someone just followed me on Rumble. Nice, thank you. Okay, so backing up a little bit. Here's
Right. So in case 2EDU is still watching, he's saying, Rich, that text you sent me with that top secret information is going nowhere after this show.
I don't know what you're talking about because you
know what I haven't announced yet.
Oh, that you're pregnant.
But yeah.
That's right. Yeah. There are girls on Facebook who will pay good money for an un-VAXed donor load. AR
So I mean I
fundraising.
thought that was just a meme, but hey, I'd love to help somebody out.
Fluffy Bunny, I wasn't gonna say it. That must be for an SBR, Rich. It looks much bigger when it's in your hand, okay? All right.
It was cold out. It was cold. The AC's on.
It's blue. Clearly it's cold. Armitage, what's up, brother? I had an actual Thanksgiving once a long time ago. Usually get a turkey sandwich and call it a day. I beat the coop with horse pills. Oh, why did I say that? I know. Okay, so backing up though, here's my thinking. The words that they select are very important. Okay, the fact that they said,
Did you
"Have
guess
you
this
gotten?"
week's?
Yeah. Have you gotten this week's? Have you gotten this season's? Jabba jab. It's like, dude, you're planning on doing this seasonally? Like, do you understand what that means now? If that is the language that they plan on using, then that means that their intention is to every season have new ones. What are they going to be? How are they going to be different? How are they going to change? How are they going to there you go for scale. Good job. How is this going to impact you and your family in the future? It's scary, man. It's scary. Man, I wish we could talk about most of the stuff we talk about when we're actually on the phone.
I gotta say, like, wouldn't it be fucking hilarious recording one of our calls?
I got that mad pure blood stallion load, bro. Yo. Oh my god. I'm used to hearing the poke. Yeah, there's so many different yeah. Look, if Blade Boy, no shade, I love you, bro. There's almost no one that's vax free. If you're it maybe that one, but if you were not born a feral child in a barn, you're all vaxxed up. It's just different ones later on in life that may have different. I don't know. I just look. The whole purpose of everything that we do and everything that we discuss, everything we talk about, everything we're prepping for is living our life with less governmental intrusion, right? We don't want anything from them. I don't want anything from them. I don't want to depend on them for anything. I don't want their food. I don't want their water. If it were up to me, I would be growing my own food, raising my own food, and catching water from the sky.
Dude,
guys, you know how good
they
God
they
is?
raised my taxes on my house another $1,000.
I
Basically,
remember you telling me
I don't
that.
even have a road. I don't even have a road in front of my house.
You don't even have a ROAD?
A ROAD, no ROAD, nothing.
Look, guys,
They pick up my garbage.
this is how good God is. Okay. God is so good that food grows from the ground and literally
Manna from
makes
heaven, man.
future food babies in front of you naturally. They regenerate all over the place. Your food grows from the ground and water falls from the sky, and you can drill into the ground and get water for free, and it's crazy. And man has been able to destroy that. Man has been able to monetize everything. What is money? In the holistic way of looking at life, what is money? Nothing.
It's nothing.
It
It's a
is
promise.
literally
It's a
nothing. It
promissory
is,
note.
yeah, it is. It's sad to see how far we've come into this just deep
Yeah,
dive
we're off the gold
into.
standard.
Oh my God, it's we're so far removed. It's just absolutely useless. The only
Well,
reason that money is not useless today is because we've, as humans, we have totally set ourselves up to need it and to need a metric fuck ton of it just so we can survive in this world of consumerism and convenience and compliance. And it's sad. I wish we weren't here. I would much rather live like a pioneer than a zoomer in a fucking Tesla, I'll tell you that.
That's only because you had a Tesla that was in front of you and a Prius that was making you mad today.
Oh, dude, I would have. Yeah. I have
What
about
a
50
Prius.
snail babies right now. They reproduce like crazy. Bro, snails, you could totally eat some escargots. I'm just kidding. Frag out
See,
Flip's desk.
is Frag out here?
Yeah, bro,
What up?
frag out. We were literally just showing off all of our stuff.
Yeah, you were showing our junk.
Yeah, we were showing our
I
junk to
showed the
everyone.
profile of my junk.
Yeah, he did. He actually he did show the rough outline. Here you go. So this is my junk. This is the 10.5-inch frag out custom. And I did all this painting by myself. And you know what? Before we go, we got to talk about painting and how it's done. So, Rich, how did you paint your rifle?
I asked this guy, ARs by Design, to paint my rifle.
Oh, so you didn't personally do it?
Wow, dude, you're making it like I'm some sort of bougie, paying other people to do my shit kind of guy.
So okay, so then if you didn't paint that one, let's talk about another one. Like another one that you painted.
I've never painted a gun.
You've actually never painted one?
I've never painted. No.
A handgun, a rifle, or
Nothing.
anything?
Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing.
Okay, I'm actually surprised by that.
Yeah, yeah. Me too.
And I'm only surprised because like you are super handy, like you're great at like printing and building.
You want to see the dog stairs?
You're great at building dog stairs too.
I sent you pictures of the dog stairs, right?
Oh yeah. I've seen it. And then of course we also got Rich's right here too. Frag out, tell me which one you like better. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. No,
We're
I w-
measuring up.
I won't do that to you. They're both dope in their own ways. But for Rip, hey, Red Dawn, ready? Good to see you. Just painted my first rifle this week. Hell yeah. Okay, so for Rip, we're gonna talk about painting rifles. Okay, so for me personally, I usually stick with battle worn for two reasons. One, I find it very pleasing to the eye. But two, it's very forgiving. Okay, it doesn't need to be beautiful. If you do a paint job and it's a little bit tacky, or like I dropped this shit on the cardboard, it was a mess, and but you know what? You're gonna be sanding it and you're gonna be, altering it, and it's supposed to look battle worn. So it's very forgiving, and it doesn't matter if you kind of smudge it up or mess it up a little bit. They both look awesome. Hell yeah. Thank you, Frag Out. I agree. Excuse me. So for me personally, I paint a little bit differently. Typically, when you see people painting let's use a rifle for an example. When you see people painting an AR, you usually see them taking their AR, laying it down in the grass, taking some brush and some leaves, using them for like camo stencils, and they just kind of hose it down with like the optic taped off, a magazine inside so it blocks the inside of the mag well, trigger taped off, and the muzzle taped off. And aside from that, they paint everything else. I have not had, though I've done that several times, I have not had the best results in doing that. For me personally, I find it best to paint a rifle completely stripped, literally not a part installed in it at all. And the reason that I do that is because I want everything that is a junction point to be clean, right? So like when you throw in the safety, you don't want it to be
I'm just
catching up
saying,
on anything.
if I did paint my own AR, I would do it exactly the way you're saying it.
The way that you just like set it on the ground and hose it down.
No,
Like
no, I'm a little nutty about paint.
Okay.
I'm a little yeah.
So you would actually like detail strip everything and paint it
Oh
strip.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
In my opinion, that's the best way to do it. You get the best results, but you can also do what most people aren't able to do or forget to do, which is cook the paint to cure it onto the gun. The reason why that like everyone thinks that my rattle can jobs or my Alumahide jobs are professional Cerakote is not because I am a great painter. It's because I do. And look, this isn't about me. I'm just giving this information for you guys to be able to use it in the future. Okay. For an example, hopefully this doesn't get us in trouble, but hang tight. So for an example, this right here, okay, this was OD green, and no, actually, when I first got it, this was all black, and after it was black for a long time. I love the gray and chrome look, by the way. That's why I do my issues like this. So when I first got it, it was all black. After I got tired of it being black, I painted it all OD green. Slide, the frame and all that. I didn't paint the barrel for obvious reasons, because that's just going to get scraped off anyway, right? So after it was OD green, and it started chipping off, then I was like, okay, now that it's been like, and I'm talking like this is like 10 years old, all right? And when you take something like that, hold on, Red Dawn ready, DLD After Dark. My question is, when you do a lower stripped, you still put the mag in? I did the same thing, heated the metal so hot with the blow dryer you couldn't even touch the metal. So you gotta watch the temperature. So there's a couple ways you can do it. I don't do it with a magazine in it. You can do it with a magazine in it. Put a hollow mag in it. Use it as a handle. What I do is I tape it off. I tape everything off, and well, you know what? I'll come back to it in a second. So this gun, for an
I'm
example,
reading Fragout's description on his video.
I wish I had the
Uh,
inside track to get a custom frag out engraving job. How long is the wait list? So the wait list has been a very, very, very long time, but it's because he was moving into a new shop. Now he just got into a new shop. It's probably going to take him a little bit of time to set up, and then I'm sure he'll be able to help you out. Frag Out Design Studio says 2A, the wait is probably about to get longer due to major issues with the new house. What?
yeah, apparently the septic system is fucked.
What? Dude, I had no idea. I thought I was so excited for you, bro, because I know he
Oh
just
yeah.
moved into the new place.
I don't have the audio running. I'm just reading his video description.
Dude, frag out, bro. I hope you were able to work through those challenges because that sucks. And yeah, bro, that sucks.
So here's the thing. I don't know what it's like in Texas, but basically, I mean, you get title insurance. Yeah, that should. Oh fuck.
Well,
Yeah, if they lied about the septic,
so title insurance,
is
it
one
depends
thing.
what kind he got, and it also depends on what it was and when it existed and when there's proof of it existing and so on. There's more stuff to it. But we can definitely chat.
Remind me. I got to tell you a title story about my house in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's messed up. I mean, it's all said and done with, but it's not pertinent to today's conversation. But I'll
Yeah,
tell you this.
we'll come back on that. There is no septic system. I was supposed to have 2 tanks. I have 0 tanks. What? Bro, that is insane. Yo, that I don't even know
No,
how.
there's gotta be.
If frag out, if you want to chat later, I can't do it tonight because I got to crash. We're gonna have to jump off here soon. But um, that's kind of like my world. So if you want to chat about it, then let's chat. I know
Yeah,
obviously you're
definitely reach out to
working.
Dark on that.
Yeah,
He
I know
knows his
you're
stuff.
talking with an agent and stuff, but like I literally like live in that. I'm adjacent to that world. I'll say that. Um, it goes to my neighbor's tank.
I've never heard
Oh,
of anything like that.
absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is insanity. And unless there's yeah. If you want to chat tomorrow, bro, hit me up. You got my number anytime. Okay, so backing up a little bit. So going back to this little Keltec, the gray and chrome Keltec. So that was all black, right? When I got tired of it being black, um, I Michael Jackson that thing. It was tired of being black, so I changed its color. I literally did a rattle can, OD green rattle can, the whole thing except the barrel, because you want to stay away from painting certain things, right? But in this case, what I did is with all painting of all things, steel, aluminum, polymer, doesn't matter. Like whatever surface you're painting for firearms, the most important thing is the prep. If you don't get all
99%
oils,
of the paint job is the prep.
absolutely. If you don't get all oils off, all oils, okay, meaning that if you completely wash it down and scrub it with Dawn, rinse it, get everything off, wash your hands, and then let your hands air dry, and then pick the piece up that you're going to paint, guess what? You just
Oil.
Yeah, you just put oils back on it. Even if you literally just wash your hands, right? It will cause a problem when the paint is bonding to the item that you're painting. So the most important thing is the prep. So the first thing that I do, I like to use Dawn to get oils off, and I literally completely detail strip everything. So for the lower, I strip that thing down to nothing, totally stripped lower, and I completely scrub it down with Dawn. If you want to go a little extra, you can even agitate the surface and use things like steel wool and sandpaper. I don't do that because if
See,
you
I
wanted to
would
take it
Scotch
back
Brite. I
down,
wouldn't.
you can Scotch Brite. The reality is that if you wanted to take it back to black, right? If you wanted to, remove all the paint, you and my thought is I would want to leave it in a good enough condition to where if I removed all the paint, I could still, it could still live with just that original finish, right? So I don't like sand it or scotch bright it or anything at all. I just scrub the shit out of it with Dawn, and I usually do it twice, and that gets so much stuff off of it. Um, you can use other things like solvents. You can use gun scrubber, which is a butane-based solvent, but sometimes that leaves residues behind too. So if you do use a solvent, then go back and wash it with Dawn and soap and water afterwards. That's my recommendation. Once it's completely out and it is completely air dried, you can use compressed air to dry it, but you don't want to use anything like a canned air which has other shit in it that could spray on it. So air, right? Like actual air. Excuse me. And then taping everything off that is going to be metal on metal, right? The magazine release, right? The safety selector, everything that is a junction point or a point that's going to have constant friction, you want to leave normal, okay? Which is why battle worn is, and I'm not saying you should just paint everything battle worn, right? But it's something to keep in mind. Like this isn't battle worn, and this has literally been like, I mean, it's getting kind of beat up now, but I mean, this is probably, pushing, this is over 10 years, and it's still a solid paint job. But when you're taping everything off, you should be spending way more time taping off the junction points than you spend painting. Way more time taping and painting. So what I usually do is I'll put in I'll shove good night to EDU. I'll shove a paper towel in the mag well, and then I'll use blue painter's tape to block off the mag well, and I'll take a razor and cut it to the exact size. And then also tape off everything else. Tape off where your pins are going to go, where your parts are going to go, where your roll pins are going to go, because you don't want to clog that up with paint, right? And literally take your tape, roll it up into a tiny, tiny, tiny little like needle point, and then shove it in there, push it in, cut it off, and then that way it's plugged, but you can still go in and grab it and pull it out after paint. So basically, threads where the buffer is, get everything you can covered up, right? And you just kind of have to use your best judgment based on that. I like to use Alumahide because Alumahide is the best and most durable paint you can use, but you can also do the same thing with Krylon or any other rattle can, and you can still cook the finish on to cure it to the gun, and it won't damage it or anything like that. So for Alumahide, it's a 14-day air cure or a 3-hour cook cure. So when you take it out to paint, stick to some of the basic things like when you're using it, you want to be spraying in the same directions horizontally, right? You don't want to go close and vertically. You want to go in the same directions, right? Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And you want to do it starting from further away and then watch where your spray is.
You want to have the gun or the spray, but like now, and then keep going. You don't want to just you want to have it spray and then go past the part.
Yep. And you want to keep an eye on equally applying it. So you don't want to like hose it down too much in any certain areas. You want to make sure that it's as evenly dispersed as possible. And it's pretty simple, right? With something like an AR, what I like to do is, and this depends on the size, what I like to do is, let's say for the buffer, for an example, or the magwell, you can actually, when you're taping it off, you could actually take painter's tape, take a big long strip, fold it in half, and still leave two ends at the end, tape that to some other area that you taped off, and then you can actually create a handle to hold it from the painter's tape that you clamped on. So you can actually hold it and literally do it in the air like that. That's been helpful for me because guess what? When I cook it with a hair dryer or the oven or whatever I choose to do, I don't want to plop it on, something. I want to be able to hang it. I want to be able to
Right.
hold it, or hold it with the tape and then use a hair dryer over it. The issue though
So what
is,
temperature in the oven?
so for Alumahide, you want to do 185 degrees for 3 hours.
All right, so that's
Definitely,
pretty low temperature.
it is low temperature. And when you take it out and let it cool down, and it's too
Not
hot to
6 hours?
touch, you don't want to fall asleep with your parts in the oven cooking and let it sit there for more than 6 hours. I definitely didn't do that.
So 6 hours would be bad.
It seems like it's okay. It seems like it's totally fine, but it's not something that I would aim to do. So, um, do you want me to explain Battle Worn or just yes, Alumahide the Brownells paint, correct? Do you want me to explain Battle Worn or just painting in general? Because I'll say this, like 2 years ago, I did a video on how to do Battle Worn paint jobs, and I think it's like under 1,000 views. Very little
Wow.
people actually watch that, and I literally showcase in plain sight exactly like what to do and how to do it specifically. So you tell me, Rip.
Dude, I'm gonna bang out. It's almost 2
Yeah.
a.m.
Yeah, I gotta crash too, man. I've been here too long. We'll take this up on the next one. We'll do a show tomorrow. I don't know if it's gonna be both of us, but y'all making me think about painting Glock lore right now. Bro, painting is where it's at, doggy. Unless you get a 40 millimeter green Geisley Super Duty rifle. I'm just saying. All right, follow Rich at your good buddy. Thank you, man. Well, you know what? Hit me up on IG, and I'd be happy to walk through with you. But guys, we'll be back and we'll finish up the rest of it later. Follow Rich on YouTube at Flying Rich, all one word, and also Flying Rich Firearms, 2 words, right?
No, one word.
Flying Rich Firearms is all one word.
All one word.
Okay, Flying Rich Firearms, and then also Flying Rich _official on IG, also Fly Rich on Twitter.
My brother.
Yeah, his brother from definitely
He
the
doesn't write
same
me
mother.
back.
Yeah. And then also make sure you follow him on his OnlyFans as well. And for me, the best way to
Only
support the
feet.
channel right
I
now,
don't do OnlyFans anymore.
only feet. Okay. The best way to support the channel now is by I have the Shadow Systems Glock lower parts kits on eBay right now. Kurt, or if anyone else is out there, if you could share that link, that'd be dope. DB, what's up, bro? Great to see you. If you have that link, that'd be helpful. But Shadow Systems lower parts kits for Gen 3 Glocks, they are $59. In my opinion, they are just as good as OEM Glock parts. I have had no problems with them. They're super Gucci. They're performance parts as opposed to, just standard OEM parts. But I've had great luck with them, and I've been selling some too. But also, you guys can go to DLD Hardware, where I have things like custom jigs for hell yeah, Kurt. Thank you. So guys, that's the lower parts kit for Glocks. I got jigs for 1917s for all your Mr. Paul Merades that are out there on DLD Hardware. And also, every other way to support the channel is in the description as well. All the other companies that support us, like our boys at Tack Knives, who, by the way,
I thought you were gonna say Goonbeam or JSD.
we're getting there. Which, by the way, Tack Knives, if you use code DARK, you get 20% off. 20% off. Look how gorgeous that is. Look at the machining on the blade. This thing is awesome. They are about to drop an M390 Magna Cut I think it's two things: M390 OTF, which is going to be fire, and Magna Cut blades. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with Murphy's Law. What's up, bro? So tack knives, if you use code DARK, you save 20%, and all that goes to you. And also Goonbeam, if you use the link and the code, then you also support the channel too. And there's a bunch of ways to support the channel in there. Gideon Optics, Goonbeam, Tack Knives, all the companies that support us, even like AR Takedown Tools, Strike Industries, they're there for your boy. I'm also getting a little gift from Stopbox USA, which is one of the dopest ways to keep guns
Your mom's
secure.
box?
Mom's box. That actually, I should do that. I should do that. Stopbox USA is one of the dopest ways to keep a firearm close, keep it secure, but keep it like rapidly accessible. So I'm pumped to see that and kind of mess with it a little bit and then show you guys some videos. So we'll be doing that soon. And also I'm going to be doing the whole Geisley Super Duty 40mm green saga series. We're going to be doing that too. So anything else before we go, Rich?
Nah, stay frosty. Keep that thing on you.
Stay frosty, stay strapped. You know, I heard someone else say that before. Stay frosty, stay strapped, stay dangerous, something like that. I got a video I need to show you, Rich. But anyway, guys, look, as men, we need to make sure that we have rules, standards, and expectations for yourself. Write your own rules. They belong to you, okay? Some of my rules are: rule number 1 is to be kind. It's so important that we're kind in everything that we do. That brief interaction that you have with somebody else could have a massive impact on their life. So just be kind. Rule number 2 is to live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you contribute to others, when you bless others, you become blessed, because a hand that's open to give is open to receive. Rule number 3, because we know the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence. Make sure that you're becoming as highly skilled in violence as we possibly can be, and be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, let me know how that new synthesizer music sounds. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, stay frosty, stay strapped, and I will see you on the next one. I love y'all. Make sure, follow me on Rumble. We're doing the Rumble show tomorrow. Then we have the uncensored podcast on Rumble after that.
Monday.
Then we're doing, on Monday, 10 p.m. Eastern on Monday. So we're doing a bunch of stuff. So guys, just remember that
they go Birdman did 9/11.
That's good. The government did 9/11. Should I do this shirt? You think I should do it?
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
If that, I'm just gonna steal it and do a patch.
No, we got to do it, guys. Put a 1 in chat if I should do this as a t-shirt, or if it's too much or too spicy. This isn't something that you can like just wear at Thanksgiving and expect not to have a conversation about it.
A fist fight.
Yeah, a conversation or a fist fight. Put a 1 in chat if I should do this as a t-shirt. Holy moly. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. That's so based. 1. Great conversation starter. The government did 9/11. Oh man, we gotta let people know we are the truth seekers. I'm just kidding. I don't want to do any of that weird shit. Okay, but look, I love all you guys. I care about y'all, and I appreciate that you're all here. And just remember that we like to party. And I'll see you guys soon. And remember, by the end of this weekend, the store will be completed, and I'll have it up soon. So I love y'all. Take it easy. Happy Veterans Day to you motherfuckers that were dumb enough to sign on the dotted line. I appreciate all you guys. You put your country before yourself, And I admire that. Even though the country is corrupt, even though the elites are corrupt, even though all that shit, we know all that shit, but you as an individual, you for putting yourself last, for putting your country first because you believe in something, I appreciate you for that. So I love y'all. We'll see y'all soon.